Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another watch party stream, baby. मेरे को पता है तुम लोग आज मेरे को गाली देने वाले हो, माँ कसम आते के साथ ही कि अरे क्लार्ज भाई एजी जीत गए। मेरे को पता है तुम लोग आज मेरे को गाली देने वाले हो, इसीलिए आज मैं रेडी आया हूं। मैं आज रेडी आया हूं। देखो मेरे पास रीजन है। एमिट गंदी टीम है। एजी wasn't good. Emmett was bad. Shut up. You gonna watch AG get thrashed against G2. देख लो। आज G2 वर्सेस नोंगशिम है। आज नोंगशिम जीतेगी। अगेन G2 वर्सेस AG होगा और सेम हाल होगा। मैं बोल रहा हूं मेरे को गाली मत दो। एमिट खराब के लिए मेरे को गाली मत दो। मां कसम सुबह से बस ट्विटर पे गाली दिए जा रहे हो भाई। मैं सुबह से जब ट्विटर का नोटिफिकेशन खोल रहा हूं एक गाली, जब नोटिफिकेशन खोल रहा हूं एक गाली है। मां कसम भाई मैं उठा हूं सुबह से बस गाली खा रहा हूं कि भाई एमिट तेरी वजह से हार गई। तूने कल बोल दिया था एमिट जीतेगी इसलिए एमिट हार गई। तूने बोल दिया इसीलिए एमिट हार गई। ब्रो व्हाट? अभी अगर उन लोग ने गंदा खेला तो मेरी गलती। ईथन कॉस्प्ले एनआरजी समर्थक। I can feel it. I can feel it. बोला था मत जाओ।
I do think we've been talking about this a little bit already.
मैं कुछ नहीं बोला, मैं तो बस गाली खा रहा हूँ सुबह से। मैं तो गाली खा रहा हूँ। एक ने तो बोला अगर G2 हार गई तो तेरे को घर पे घुस के मारूंगा, ऐसे सब बोला है भाई। मैंने आज की प्रेडिक्शन डाल दी है। बाय द वे चैट, मैंने आज की प्रेडिक्शन डाल दी है। NS 2-1 जाएगी G2 के अगेंस्ट और पेपर X 2-1 जाएगी NRG के अगेंस्ट। Yep. And back to lower bracket. AG versus G2 again. And this time AG loses. Yep. और यहाँ पे BBL भी बाहर हो जाएगी। Yes sir. ये कल के मैचेस है ना? ये मेरे कल के predictions। ये आज की predictions है ना। नोंगशिम जीतेगी और पेपर X जीतेगी। Yes sir. Pacific on top.
Last year I think that there were a lot of bumps in the road for the side of G2. We had very high expectations and I feel like this year should not be
धुरंधर का ट्रेलर देखो क्या नहीं दिखा यार। वो सब चैट तू पनौती है साले। शट अप। आ जाते हो माँ कसम सुबह से गाली दिए पड़े हो। बस गाली सुन रहा हूँ सुबह से भाई। I just can't anymore, you know. I just can't anymore. Emmett played really bad. Emmett played really bad. भाई कल मैं जागा हुआ था, मैं देखा एमिट का 8-4 चल रहा था हाफ। बाइंड पे हाफ था 8-4 एंड देन उनको डिफेंस मिलता है ना। वो लोग को डिफेंस मिलता है और वो लोग डिफेंस में हगास मचा दिए भाई। एक भी राउंड नहीं जीते। इमेजिन आप एक भी राउंड नहीं जीतते हो बाइंड के डिफेंस में। यू हैव टू बी सुपर बैड टू डू दैट। सुपर बैड। मैं क्या बोलूं इसमें? मैं क्या बोलूं भाई? इसमें मैं तो कुछ बोल ही नहीं सकता। गेम तो एमिट का था, उन्होंने हक दिया। हगो अब तुमने ही हगा है। और भाई सबकी हगी हुई की गाली मैं खाता हूँ। Oh my God. I mean, I just can't anymore. NS on top, yes sir. G2 NS prediction, NS wins 2-1. 2-8 से 13-8. Yep. 2-8 से 13-8. What should I do, bro? तू G2 को सपोर्ट करता रहे, कभी ट्रॉफी नहीं जीतेगी। नहीं, मैं G2 को सपोर्ट करता ही नहीं अब I only support नोंगशिम, पेपर X, ऐसी टीम है जो G2 के अगेंस्ट खेलती है।
excel at, that they can caught them off guard, like maps like Abyss, like thinking
मैं
of the
सिर्फ और
harbor,
सिर्फ
and
G2 के
that's
अगेंस्ट
where
वाली
they do
टीमों को
something
सपोर्ट
different
करता
than the
हूँ।
rest of the world.
G2 को तो मैं बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं करता, माँ कसम बता नहीं सकता मैं, मेरे को बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद है भाई। जीतते भी है तो मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगता है कि जीत
That he
गए।
is. Valen has been, I'm pretty sure, undefeated in these skirmishes through
I think he is,
Americas and here as well.
Ui,
He's been a beast
1v1.
in them, and I think it would be great for G2 to win
कौन-कौन
this
खेल
today.
रहा है?
Get to pick Team B
Valorant
and
versus
force
या RB है?
to veto their
कौन है पता भी नहीं चल
of
रहा भाई।
Pearl first. That opens
किसी का
G2
शक्ल
up to
जानता
get
ही
to
नहीं।
choose. Do you want to play the Corrode or do you want to play
मैच
the
विन के
Fun?
बाद सिंगापुर वाले हर्ष
Personally,
भाई
I
को
would want
गाली
to
भर
see
के
them
चले
veto
गए,
the
ये हुई ना
Corrode
बात।
away. But
अभी मैं
because I
सुबह
think
सुबह
that they
देखा
looked a
चैट,
little rougher on
सुबह
them, that's
सुबह
gonna
मेरे
slow them down.
स्ट्रीम के नीचे बाहर EMEA का एक बंदा कमेंट करता है, हाँ कि I don't understand shit from your watch party, what language are you speaking? अबे तो तेरे को देखने कौन बोला? तेरे को देखने किसने बोला भाई? मैं अपने जो कमेंट हाइड हो जाते हैं ना, मतलब जो गाली भर के चले जाते हैं, वो भी ऐसी मैं चेक कर रहा था। तो भाई लिटरली कल की स्ट्रीम पे कमेंट किया बाहर का बंदा कि भाई मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता। अबे भाई तू देख अपने कंट्री का इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग, मेरे को क्यों देख रहा है? अलग ही लोग हैं भाई, लोगों को बस गाली देनी है किसी ना किसी को। बेबी बे हेट इज अनरियल। नहीं, I don't hate Baby Bay, I love Baby Bay. Baby Bay is my favorite player भाई। इंटरनेशनल वॉच पार्टी स्ट्रीमर हो गए हो ना भाई साहब, बता नहीं सकता अभी। इग्नोर भाई, हेलो 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 दोस्तों, हाय लिख दो चैट में, माँ कसम सब लोगों को हेलो बोल दूं। मेरा क्रिएटिन मिक्स क्यों नहीं हो रहा? आज इंग्लिश ओनली स्ट्रीम हो जाए। हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। आई एम क्लर्ज एंड आई विल बी वॉच पार्टिंग टुडेस गेम। इट्स द अपर क्वार्टर फाइनल्स, नहीं सॉरी अपर सेमीफाइनल्स। इट्स G2 वर्सेस नोंगशिम एंड आई गेस वी आर हेडिंग टू द मैप सिलेक्शन नाउ।
Let's hear what they have to say. Where are G2 going to take us?
Prx easy win, yes sir. Prx and Nongshim easy win.
So this is the map
वो
selection.
मैप सिलेक्शन आ गया, देख रहे हो, बिना सुने।
The map selection priority was decided through skirmish NS1, so NS starts choosing to be team A or team B.
Team B.
Team B मतलब G2 bans first.
G2 is team A and NS is team B. So G2 starts banning a map.
Ban bind.
हाँ बाइंड खेलो ही मत, ये जिंदगी में बाइंड हमें खेलना ही नहीं है।
Ban Pearl.
Pearl?
Pearl.
पर्ल भी बैन कर दो, माँ कसम।
Yeah, okay.
G2 खेलो करोड़,
For G2.
करोड़ या हेवन। अबिस।
Abyss.
Abyss.
Side on Abyss for NS.
हार गए। G2 2-0 हार जाएगी अब तो। करोड़, अब आप नहीं, आप पहले डिफेंस लो। एनआरजी एट प्रेप टाइम इस बार बेटर करेगी, हाँ एक मैप तो ले जाएगी।
Map pick for NS.
Corrode.
Corrode, okay.
खरोद
Side on
जीत
Corrode for
गए,
G2.
जीत गए एनएस वाले 2-0।
Defense.
Defense.
Wow.
Last set of bans for G2, you have Breeze Haven split.
आज किसको सपोर्ट है? नोंगशिम।
Yeah.
आज नोंगशिम फुल सपोर्ट।
Ban Breeze.
ब्रीज
So,
ओके।
last ban for
हेवन
NS, you
हेवन
have Haven
ये
split.
हेवन बैन करो, वो नई स्प्लिट बैन करके हेवन ले लो, क्योंकि डाम भी अच्छा चलता है हेवन पे। नियॉन वाला मैप अवॉइड करो, लिटरली पहले दो मैप ही वही ले लिए।
Side on split for G2.
अरे स्प्लिट ले लिए, थर्ड मैप गया तो G2 का चांसेस है, नहीं तो हार गई G2, 2-0 हार जाएगी।
Attack. That's it. Good luck,
2-0
everyone.
2-0।
Good luck.
Thank you.
क्लच भाई अभी तक जितने प्रेडिक्शन किए उसका उल्टा ही हुआ है बाय द वे। अच्छा पहला प्रेडिक्शन पेपर एक्स 2-1 G2 TL 2-0 T1 दोनों सही। मैप का लेफ्ट राइट हुआ, फिर उसके बाद प्रेडिक्शंस शिट, उसके बाद नहीं स्ट्रीम पे दिए मैंने प्रेडिक्शन, स्ट्रीम पे दिए, ट्विटर पे नहीं दिए, स्ट्रीम पे दिए। ओ भाई सही सही बोलता हूँ मैं। बोल दे एनआरजी जीतेगी, नहीं पेपर एक्स ही जीतेगी। एनआरजी क्यों जीतेगी भाई? पेपर एक्स जीतेगी ऑल
I'm not ready to
टाइम.
write it off.
पेपर एक्स जीत के अपर फाइनल जीत के ग्रैंड फाइनल. पेपर एक्स एक ग्रैंड फाइनलिस्ट है फिक्स फॉर रियल. फॉरसेकन इंसेन रन पे चले गया.
Seriously, I don't think that there is a world where G2 would have banned
क्लास 12 को रिक्रोल कर दिया मैंने हैं. हाय पार्थ भाई कितने का पड़ा ये नोज वाला? ये 500-600 रुपए का आता है.
Going on from that, I understand the
अगर
in the Corrode,
ये ऐसा
because
4
of
साइजेस लो
what
तो
we
नहीं
saw
तो
the other
300 रुपए
day
का भी
and
आता
how
है.
comfortable they are.
Biggest choke is
But to
AG
me,
when
that was a
Masters. AG is
surprise.
not gonna win
And
anything,
also the
bro.
same way that they decide to go to the split instead of the
भाई सी आई विल टेल यू चार. लास्ट ईयर XLG सेंटिनल्स को बाहर निकाल दी थी. चाइना का एक मैच आया था जिसमें XLG सेंटिनल्स को बाहर निकाल दी थी. लास्ट ईयर की बात है ये. इस साल AG ने एमिट को बाहर निकाल दिया. अगले मैच वो खुद बाहर हो जाएंगे. बस दैट्स इट.
The answer is no. I think that's fair. We've got PRX and Nongshim Red Force on the other side.
I
These
don't know
are
कि
not
Pickham's
pushovers
final में
by any
Emmett थी.
stretch of the
Wow.
imagination,
मेरे
but
भी.
one thing is for sure, it's going to be kind of hard to call where we expect this way to go. I am curious about our fan predictions. I
भाई
was
मैंने
only
तो सुना है.
curious-
मैंने तो एक और चीज सुनी है दोस्तों कि टेरिक भाई ने बोला था कि अगर AG अगला सीरीज भी जीतती है तो वो चाइना जाके 1 साल रहेंगे. हैं? कल 500 सब्स का घाटा हो गया उनका और अब वो चाइना जाने वाले हैं. नहीं ये तो हो नहीं सकता क्योंकि G2 खेलने वाली है AG के
Mathematically,
against.
that would be hilarious. Let's have a look at everyone's predictions, though, on that particular note. Now, I respect this. I look. I think we're pretty well split down the middle here. Very much so in terms of the NRG Paper Rex result. I
How the fuck did
just
Emil
couldn't feel
lose
like I
against
could
AG?
predict NRG. Mimi, you feel like they have that edge over Paper Rex?
I don't
I
know.
favor them because they're going into a rematch. I
Emmett,
think they
Emmett.
showed some incredible
Shit खेली, एकदम shit.
resiliency in that last
They
game
played
against
bad.
BBL. And I think, well, they failed towards the very end of that game. It literally came down
Hi,
to an
Icebear.
ace for Forsaken to win it. I thought their
आपने game
prep
खेलनी
and
छोड़
their
दी
game
क्या?
planning in that match was
Actually
actually better than
एक्चुअली मैं गेम नहीं खेल पा रहा हूँ बिकॉज मेरे को माउस पकड़ते नहीं बन रहा है अच्छे से, इसलिए मैं गेम नहीं खेल रहा हूँ. मैं रोज ट्राई करता हूँ, आता हूँ, एक DM खेलता हूँ, फिर मैं नहीं खेल पाता हूँ.
Red Force.
Yes, and
मैं
actually
बता
after
नहीं रहा
seeing
था
the map
किसी
we
को, पर
took,
अभी रोज लोग मेरे को पूछ रहे हैं तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. मेरे से माउस ग्रिप नहीं करते बन रहा.
trying to do the veto back at the hotel, I was like, no, I think like I'm going to give this to G2. Like I like the way that Nomshim were playing regionally, but to me, what happened against Mates when I was rewatching, I
Favorite
saw so
VCT
many
player in
mistakes on
female
the side of
category,
Mates that I
female
think
category
G2
male.
are not going to be making today.
Yeah, this feels like a great veto for G2. Getting to play
Let's
this
try to
Abyss
try
where
kar lo.
Dombi's not going to be on that Neon.
Yo, grip
Getting
tip
to
मंगा लो.
come back and improve their Corrode off a tough loss. But where I always look back to
Solutions बहुत
Nomshim
बड़े हैं.
is the individual prowess. I think there's a world they just come out and outshoot G2 today where Dombi and Ivy take over another game and propel a new Pacific team to top 3.
Alright, one-sided game for Nongshim. One-sided game for Nongshim. Yep. SSD की जगह पूरा PC फॉर्मेट मार
Game
दिया.
style.
Wow.
Right, Games
Let's
Arena.
go.
That's enough from us, Santiago. Let's jump in. It's Nongshim Red Force and G2.
Yep, we on first game. मेल और फ्लोरेसेंट एंड आया. पसंद है भाई, मेल का गेम प्ले बहुत टाइम से देख रहा हूँ इसीलिए. फेवरेट पूछा ना, जरूरी नहीं है कि बेस्ट हो. आप अगर इतना ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं होते तो शायद कल एमिट जीत जाती. साले मैं खेल रहा था एमिट से. बात कर देते हो भाई. मैंने 8-4 कमबैक किया है. आई मीन थ्रो किया है. कमबैक किया है वो. साला 2 रुपए के टट्टी लोग. हेलो. बिग डे फॉर पैसिफिक ब्रदर.
G2 have come close to glory at Masters before, but close
10 on
is
10
no
raise, but who
cigar.
was that?
Here they have to get over these rough and tumble upstarts who were born to play this
गलती तेरी है, तूने jinx
fast-paced
किया.
game.
Shut up.
Double duelist is the bread and butter for Nongshim, and you better believe alongside that they'll be
भाई ये
serving
लोग ने
up only
Nongshim
the
की map ली है.
spiciest
आज G2 को 2-0 हारना है.
This meta was made for Nongshim. These players that have grinded together to make it to Pacific, to win it out without losing a match.
अरे
Now
ये
this
कौन दौड़ते
question,
हुए आ रहा है?
can G2, the team who's had to
coaches.
adapt, change the way they play, be the ones to humble this squad and make another top 3?
And it doesn't matter what year we're in. I feel like everybody, there's still a group of
मैंने
people that
Nongshim
are
को
great and
underestimate
G2
किया था,
don't,
पर
and
Nongshim
they
ने
were
मुझे
never
अपना
that good.
fan बना
We all
दिया.
knew that they were going to fail. And today they can prove that wrong. Moving on to that upper
Will be a
semi-final,
disaster
getting
incoming.
those days off to prepare for
अच्छे
their
team के
opponent.
against देखो कैसे घी
Either
खत्म होता है.
Prx or Nrg would not be an easy one. But first, the hurdle that is ahead. They were already able to take T1 down. Can they do the same with a team like Nongshim? As you're saying, Mimi, incredibly fast in their pace. What is the approach that they're going to take? As we take a look again, as the maps that we're going to see today. Abyss with the start, as we're saying, for me, G2 and the way
NS
the
या
Valley
BBL
plays
का
with the
टूर्नामेंट है.
Harbor can
भाई
actually
BBL का नेक्स्ट
work
मैच
very
पता है तेरे को
forward
किसके
and
साथ है?
against the
Prx और
top
NRG
scorer
के
for
लूजर के
Nongshim.
साथ है.
It's an underwhelming start to this tournament for G2. That Prx matchup,
लोग
they
की हालत
weren't able
खराब
really
हो
to show
सकती
what they were capable of, and then since then,
वो
they
लोग
maybe had
next
a
match में
softer
बाहर भी हो
strength of
सकते हैं.
schedule. Here's the real test now. Have they been able to
आज की prediction गलत जाएगी इस मैच में.
after their first showing here
एक
in
चीज बताऊं,
Santiago and bring us their
वो भी है
A-game?
तो
They're gonna
सही
need
है.
every inch of it here.
हारे
If you look
तो
at the
भी
way
सही,
that they
जीते
want
तो
to
भी
play,
सही. अपना
I
क्या
don't
अपना
think
दोनों जगह
the
फायदा है.
teams that G2 have beaten are that different than Nongshim.
Look at
You
it.
look at T1, you look at all gamers. They're also going for that aggressive double duelist style. But what makes them different than this Nongshim team is the execution, the individual level that has been shown at this tournament. It's only been one game for Nongshim. It was a close
Imagine
one at
AG
that,
wins the
but
whole
they
thing.
showed that their key players could be just as good as they were
आप किसकी
regionally
तरफ हो? मैं
here
आपकी
on this
तरफ हूँ.
stage, and that means they're immediately an opponent that demands respect.
Some of those moments on Abyss from G2 against AG were poetry in motion. That play over
बिल्कुल
towards
रहा हूँ.
A main where there's a convergent
Yes.
path, there's a Hunter's
अगर
Fury,
Nongshim
they
जीती,
follow it up. It
तो
looks beautiful.
वाओ, मैंने तो बोला था
No
Nongshim
plan,
जीतेगी.
though,
Pacific
to
on
my first
top.
contact with a
G2
team like
जीती.
Nongshim Red Force, it looked pretty. Everything lined up for G2, but there wasn't a whole lot of pressure on them. Not this level of pressure.
Certainly, but it's such a good map for them to start on. Playing that Harbor comp where they've looked excellent on defense with their retakes, on attack side with the way they're
Klurge
fighting
भाई,
up in the
छत्तीसगढ़ से हो,
coastline,
रुद्राक्ष नाम है,
and
याद
varying
रखना,
their
Valorant के
control
pro scene में
utility
मचाऊंगा
to
डन
different
scene है.
places to fight with
डन
it on
scene
these
है.
sites. It's against an Nongshim who don't get their star
Hi,
player
Alu.
on his best role. This is the only map where we will not see Dombi play the Neon.
Yeah, and you also bring up a
अरे
very
बाप रे,
interesting
G2
point.
full
Speaking
support
about the
भाई.
post plans for G2, are we even going to get to
ओह,
that
ये
point?
क्या
I wonder
camera
how Nongshim is
transition
going
था?
to not only deal with the harbor. They decided
कैसे
to
हर्ष
start on
भाई
the
फिर
defense, and
क्या
they
किया
have
आज?
only played this map
वीडियो का डालना
once in the
खत्म.
entirety of the year. It was not until the final that they played this Abyss.
भाई हर्ष
The
भाई,
defense
मेरे को
was
सुबह से
actually
गाली
pretty
पड़
good.
रही
There
है
was
कि
stopping
एमिट
RRQ
आपकी
a
वजह से
lot
हार गई.
on their entries. That's
क्योंकि
what I'm thinking. If the
क्योंकि
plan for
आप नहीं
G2
खेले
is to
एमिट
play
से.
for those post plans and maybe be a little
आपको
bit
खेलना
extra
चाहिए
aggressive,
था,
I wonder
ग्लिफ की जगह,
how
तो जीत
prepared
जाते.
Nongshim are going to be to go up against it because they have
अबे और
already
तुमको
two
पता है
showings
सुबह
of this
सुबह स्ट्रीम पे
competition
कमेंट
and how
आता है
they
बाहर
play this
वाले
map
का
in this tournament
कि
alone.
आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड ये वॉच पार्टी व्हाट लैंग्वेज आर यू स्पीकिंग सो शिट.
defense side of rounds and you kind of expect them to. Not
Sure.
only one, he's still there and got on a decent run
Yeah, actually,
early.
Jemkin was doing a lot on the defense. I think that's
मेरे
maybe
को तो
one of
उसका
the reasons
नंबर
where
लेके
we should
तुमसे
look
बात
at
करवा
Geronimo
देनी थी.
and that having the impact. Watch out, especially as Nongshim is starting on the defense. I think that they got too eager by the end of their half.
G2 डालता है,
just being a
NS
little
देसी
bit
घी,
too
yep.
proactive, going for duels that did not favor
Yep.
them, and just overheating.
Yeah, I think that if there was a really positive thing to take away from that map in Pacific, it was how they dealt with Jemkins off
Amit
on
को
the
जानते हैं,
attack
NV का
side
player है,
on all the
Amit
maps
कौन
of
है
that
भाई?
final. They had really good prep of how to navigate around that. And
Martin की
Nullify,
जगह
who
Klurge
was far and away the most fearsome player on that RRQ roster. But G2 played so different from RRQ. This is an Nongshim who won't have likely played against this composition
पानी कम पड़
involving
गया
the
बे.
Harbor in play. So it's a question of what they've prepped up.
Astra and Harbour here for G2.
Interesting hover from Dombi.
I was gonna say.
He was in the waylay.
He was.
Player. What is
He's
he?
interested in Harbor.
Does he want to give himself those little
भाई डम्बी ये
alcoves
क्या
to
कर रहा
combos
है?
to dive into on the side as opposed to rely on setup? Because usually
What?
an
Is he
Astra
going to
will
pick-
always give
is
you
he
a
going
bubble
to
to jump
pick
into.
Jet?
Yeah, that's why I don't think that is likely the reason they're picking
disaster
it.
हो जाएगा मेरे भाई.
Don't even know if it's going to be real. You see him hovering back to the Neon.
What?
And most of the
Stay
time,
with us.
you would play the Jet because you wanted to
Jogmo
hop on
आज
defense,
खेलेगा.
but against this composition, I don't
America is
think it's
going
great.
low
And
bracket,
there's the
yep.
way locked
Yeah.
in to be expected. Just
NS
some
या G2 में
bait
जो भी
out
हारेगा
of
वो
Dombi.
BBL से खेलेगा?
It's going to be exciting to
नहीं.
see him on that
वो
off roll if he can
AG
put up
से खेलेगा.
anywhere close to his Neon performance on this Wayline.
Yeah, and of course he said it in the interview himself. He's going to turn Baby Bay into a cry baby today.
All right, well, we've seen a bit
Kya?
from G2.
Dambi बोला ये?
We feel
Kya
like we're
बोला?
just scratching the surface on this
He will
non-shim red force
turn Baby
outfit.
Bay
And
into
to
a
dive into
crying
it
baby.
for
हाँ, तो
us,
सही तो
it's gonna
बोला.
be Pansy and Hypoc on the cast, so take it away.
Thank you, Mitch, and the desk for leaving
मारेगा
us here.
भाई,
And I
आज तो
think
free
you're right
fire
in
में.
how they kind of wrapped that up. My eyes are on Nongshim here. Is how good they look.
Yeah.
They've got a big opponent in the form of G2.
NS के सारे
Where does this
players?
lean in your mind?
I mean,
अबे NS मचाने वाली है, उनका meta है भाई.
Particularly Baby Bay kind of find a bit more form, but I still don't think we're seeing 100% from both him and Jorgamo.
I
For
agree.
me, the highlight here has been around Trent and Valen. I think
Yes.
they've been super clutch for G2, solid pair of hands, but unfortunately it's going to need all 5 to come online here.
No,
versus
Harsh bhai, we are
Nongshim because
already
they are playing with
semi-finals में हम लोग.
pace.
They
Upper
look
semis है
solid.
ये.
I think a lot of us were waiting to see if it would translate as well as it had, at least in the first series.
मतलब
Obviously, taking down
परसों
Mix
एक
is a
नहीं,
very
परसों नहीं.
respectable score. But already G2 obviously
देखो
on the
भाई,
attacking
dive
side
in
if you're just
uncle.
tuning in, and obviously that means NS on the defending side, and an early attempt at a
Valen
fake.
को देखो और shot uncle.
That's huge, but RB slipped the net for a second. I thought he might have had a second there. He only gets one. They know the plan now, and G2 are here quite quick.
Actually, Baby Bay lurking all the way back through B. Dambi here set up, waiting
तो
for this smoke
डम्बी
now.
वेले में
Trent
मारता है कि नहीं
showing
मारता है
the
मेरे को नहीं
angle.
पता.
Solid hold here, but actually
Shot,
Dambi's gonna find
मारता है,
a
मारता
They
है.
might need to speed up here, G2. They need to
Yep,
get closer to the
3v3,
side.
3v3.
It's great having Baby Bay on that deeper lurk, but still.
ओए,
with
Ivy के
NS
पास
winning
stars है
fights
क्या?
on the side like this,
What?
it's gonna turn things on its head. Luckily, Valen's still on the case, getting
Oh
body
my
checked
God,
here,
Valen.
but Valen, oh my word, he's holding space,
Oh.
gets caught, but does they know where Baby
Look at
Bay
this,
might
right?
be? I think he's got a good idea, but the HP
Wow.
the defining factor. Baby Bay
Well played, well
shut
played.
down round one and give G2 the first.
Shooting the pistol for Baby Bay again.
पूरा गाँव घूम के आया भाई.
हाँ ना. अबे Valen निकाल लिया round भाई.
This is a
हाँ.
bit of a fake.
Yeah.
RB, I'm kind of with you. Almost teed up for a second here.
अबे ये
with
match
the
में पर
shorty, but a crucial kill.
Leaf
You saw
क्यों
that
Astra
replay
खेलता है
from Baby Bay.
हर्ष भाई
Trim the fat a little
NRG
bit.
भी
It's a
इसमें
little
डबल स्मोक्स
easier in
खेलती
this
थी ना जब
post
सॉम खेलता था तो.
And again, particularly talking about the pace and something that early on here in Santiago, G2 looked as if they were
भाई पर आज
caught
बेबी
off
पे
guard
क्या फिर
repeatedly by
भरने
Prx. And again, Nongshim, that's the sort of thing we're looking for here. G2 to tighten up some of those setups, particularly in the post, not necessarily here on Abyss, but overall for this side. Leaf here. Ton of bodies on
भाई
the other side of
लिटरली
this. G2
कोई तो
well stacked up behind.
कोई तो एक 18 साल का प्लेयर है ना वीसीटी में, क्या नाम है उसका?
But common
अभी जो
components
top
G2,
4 में
that's
है.
what we need to be seeing really is playing to that
गिर
level
गया, गिर गया जोगमो. अरे अरे
Bye. Nice little attempt there. All good. Gonna pass with flying colours so far. Ooh, easy tiger. As we
A recurring trend
Yeah.
here in Santiago.
हर्ष भाई चलो शर्त लगाते हैं आज कोई मैप से गिरेगा कि नहीं.
Early 2-0 lead
गिरेगा.
here for G2.
मतलब जानबूझ के नहीं,
Looks good.
गलती से.
Again, when I look at G2, I find it
गिरेगा.
really hard to kind of put
गिरेगा.
them in a box of form, right? Because the potential in this roster has always been just unreal.
मेरे को क्या लगता था
It's just
जोगमो
trying
ही
to
गिरेगा.
activate it at the same time.
And the curse
मेरे सॉम ना अपने घर
obviously
पे
still present
Yeah.
in
सपोर्टिंग
minds.
well,
नॉन्गशिप.
I was going to say the fans, but everyone.
एक्चुअली मैं बीच में हूँ.
First buy
दोनों
round
team.
for Nongshim. So a heavy focus towards
इधर
G2.
लीफ या
Four
फिर
players.
जोगमो, दोनों में से एक
Position
गिरेगा.
of
वाह
Jorgamo just
जोगमो.
removes Francis for free.
भाई यार जोगमो का फॉर्म आ जाए बस वापस. ओ हो ये
That's
बंदा क्या
unreal.
मारता है यार.
Two from the first. I mean, the control.
It looked like it was off with the crosshair placement as well. RB in mid now going to find Jorgamo.
क्या मारता है आईवी पे.
G2 Leaf and Trent left to try and
भाई क्या
recover here.
खेलता है आईवी.
Mate, these boys are gunners. That's lovely stuff. Okay.
It was Ivy previously on Haver just went absolutely bonkers.
Well, him and Dambi have just kind of
Yeah,
won hearts
yeah.
and minds, right? It's kind of seeing that
Himar hai.
potential carry on is just
One of the
so
best
sick to see.
mechanical players अभी
Now,
Master
defense G2,
Santiago में.
I think timing
Ivy.
might be an issue for Leaf. I don't know if he gets caught. He might just get around the corner in time. He
Consistently
does, okay. He should be able
aiming.
to get a plant and maybe be a little bit threatening about the round, but a 2v4 is a lot to ask for when you've got Bulldogs. And obviously the other side sitting quite nicely with Util and the buy.
Do have a bit of space to play into though, with Trent making progress all the way
Don't fall.
in towards. Yep, take your time. Oh, he's spotted though.
You're down
बच
there.
गया, बच गया, बच गया. अभी गिर जाता.
Okay, Leaf. At least gonna get the
बेचारा
plant.
3 लोग से मरेगा.
At least gonna get the plant. That'll be fine, but man, show me those first couple of shots from Ivy. That was pretty sensational stuff.
Micro adjustment there. Like I said, the crosshair placement ever so slightly off.
Oh, इसको देखो, oh.
Second. The spacing's not even bad
Delete.
from G2. You can't even
Delete
fault
किया
on
Ivy
that.
ने.
Yeah, shake that one off. All good.
So Nongshim will find a response early here. Yeah, let's see. Dambi. Just 2 away from ultimate already on the side of G2. Decent progress across the board. Everybody about past
बीबी पे फ्रैग करता है ना, मेरे को बड़ा अजीब सा लगता है. कैसे मारता है? Spray down gun.
Dambi.
Good do.
अगर आईवी को नहीं निकालेंगे ना तो आईवी बी डिनाई करेगा हर बार. ये जो G2 बार बी चालू करने का ट्राई करेगी ना, हर बार डिनाई करेगा वो. बहुत स्मार्ट बंदा है.
The first game where we saw it to now it's starting to find a bit more form, but I do think there are some serious gunners on NS, so just be a little bit cautious. Now this time around it's going to be Francis up on those.
भाई इतना उसमें अगर जल्दी आ गया कोई दौड़ के तो.
Corner holding by Ivy. Try and greet that front line. Baby
देखो उसको शाना.
Couldn't quite get back in time, but Francis.
कसम.
Just control the space here and that pop towards sight, looking a little flat.
Already seen the intention here from Nongshim to contest this first.
भाई आरबी भी कितना प्यार से आया.
Shot. Are going to follow up here onto Trent.
I wouldn't be trying to bring him into a brawl. The Nongshim guys look sharp. So Leaf and Valorant not being given much of a chance to fight back in. You're looking for mistakes, right? Opportunities to maybe bring a player down, give yourself some slightly better odds here. But
favorite team G2 आज पूरा try करेंगे इसको jinx करेगा नहीं यार.
Dambi to hold the other side of the map. They can draw those other players back towards top middle, but Valorant unable to pin him down. He's just being toyed with now.
NS mechanically बहुत better है भाई, बहुत better है.
Slipped a little further forwards.
But I like the exchange of space.
अभी तक आप लोगों ने एक्सरोस को तो मारते हुए भी नहीं देखा है.
They got proactive there and they didn't fight towards that kind of.
अर्ज भाई, mechanically बहुत better है Nongshim.
Very well balanced in my eyes. This has been nice amounts of fire.
Plays भी अच्छे बनाती. IGL कौन है विन का?
No overextension and kind of happy to greet
Francis
G2
या
on the door.
Well, this is the thing. They're switching up the defensive formation a couple of times now. Just not even really in anticipation of G2.
एक्सरोस क्या करता है?
या क्या पता है, एक्सरोस भी हो सकता है.
Again, showing clear intent.
जो बीच में बैठा है वो
back away, hard anchor sights and look for retakes there. Very happy to dig their heels.
Time out. Oh my god, bro. G2 on a timeout is crazy.
Head of round 5 for G2. So it will be a lesser purchase to follow this.
Potato.
Available immediately for them, so
BBL versus G2 gonna be crazy.
Out of this.
Oh, never mind. हो ही नहीं सकता.
Probably just a moment to check in. So the coin-based win condition here ahead of round 5, probably preventing Nongshim from really building up a cushion here. They're about a round away from this first ult cycle coming to fruition, so
this is what crazy, but they need experience.
G2 can
अबे
do
तो Nongshim के पास experience के लिए है ना RB.
Make it a little uncomfortable.
इतना सारा तो खेला है.
Yeah, I'm just interested now.
Francis, Ivy, Dambi shoot करते हैं. एक्सरोस का मेरे को नहीं पता क्या करता है, अभी तक उसका एक भी वो नहीं देखा मारते हुए. RB मारता है.
They just look very controlled, as you said. They haven't done any massive changes.
Consistent हो जाता है. Next T1 Meteor. क्या बात कर रहा है?
Invi
और Meteor का comparison.
Crazy. Isolated towards that vent, kind of slipped towards A. They were instantly there, making sure that was already.
भाई सोने जा रहा कल offline stream देखूंगा. Bye, good night.
He couldn't really achieve too much on the B site alone without the spike. So again, already really nice reactions. This puts really the question to G2 of what do you have in mind now?
RB IGL. Okay.
Jorgamo, can you activate Baby?
Right. Already वो लोग lead पे आ गया. Already lead पे आ जाएंगे ये round के बाद.
Envy this time.
ये फिर से वहीं खेल रहा है.
Solo, RB is here.
Sort of a good flash.
Ready to handle that first player in, which is going to be Baby, and they decide to kind of leave him to his own devices. Handled by
Bichara Baby.
Ivy is just so in control, looking very cool, calm, and collected, but they have slipped mid. They don't know about this yet, and now they certainly do. Jorg going to claim a little bit of space and open up the chances towards the A side.
ऐसा wall डाल के उसमें खेल रहा है.
Feeling all that pressure, but look at the proactivity on the other side of the map. This is again very, very good. They are not really resting on their laurels.
Dambi, I think he's going to be
घुसने वाले वो लोग हैं. Oh. अच्छा पिन चाह रहा है डाम्बी पे. डाम्बी अगर एक भी निकालता है तो बहुत है.
अरे
एक भी नहीं निकाला.
But again, for G2 to navigate that, to not over pressure the point, but Trent's vulnerable here. He's very alone. It allows for a trade, but they're making something of this round.
और एक good ult भाई, एक तो ये ult भाई 1 किलोमीटर दूर ढकेल देता है.
There's no pressure coming towards Jorgmo. He sees nothing towards
क्रॉस ही नहीं कर सकते भाई, क्रॉस किए और फ्लैश हुए.
This sort of presence here towards A main.
वैलन को देखो और प्री फायर दिया.
Control on the corner. And Francis.
Oh, वैलन भाई.
G2 making it work. Mastercard.
आज किसका करवाने का प्लान है, कल तो एविट करवा दिया.
Really worked the map on that.
Absolutely. I mean, Danby, as you said,
नौशिम का
able to
वन
buy a
साइडेड
lot of
गेम है
time,
आज.
but it's very
देखो आप
one-dimensional on approach
आप
there.
बस देखते जाओ.
Barely even getting past the first player. I mean, the fact that Trent's able to get away with finding this first here
भाई ट्रेंड स्टिल एक मार के
just allows G2 to read the situation towards CT.
बाप
They know
रे.
then Alan can challenge here.
प्री फायर फाइनल बॉस अमेरिकाज वाले साला प्री फायर करते हैं. हाँ दूसरा ही गेम खेल रहे हैं वो लोग. माडा, स्कूबा,
First instance really of Nongshim being caught
Ethan.
on the back foot. They said positives elsewhere in terms of being proactive, but
ये लोग एक नया मेटा लाए हैं.
And I like this reaction though.
Free Fire
G2
meta.
Maybe understanding the operator could be in play, so
वापस मिड लेने के लिए.
Oh,
what?
Ivy! Gonna send back to the
बेचारे
next round
Ivy को pinch
basically
कर
at this
दिया.
point. Quick pick on that. And then they kind of rescind away. You've still got that 3-play pack over towards that deeper T side of things. Leaf feeling that there is someone trying to work A main, so they're going to work this together. The deeper owl drone coming in, and
उसको देखो. अरे वैलन भाई.
didn't get the shot he wanted on that spray either.
Francis not yet moving outside B. Danby going forwards here, lethal punish.
Oh, it's
अरे.
messy, and G2's just disciplined.
कसम क्या
and their
कंट्रोल में
ability
लग
to
रहे
wait
G2
for
वाले
Nongshim
वे
to try and make
अचानक
some
से.
Oh, this is an issue now.
Francis still has a way out of there for a couple more seconds. He wants to
बेबी पे कितना सुंदर दिखता है. अबे तेरे डबल उम्र का है, शर्म करेगा थोड़ी.
Right under Jorgmo though.
Oh, and it's a missed shot, and there is the punishment. You had one chance to make it count, and now G2 looking to get their fourth here. Highly likely.
30 seconds left.
Really have a way back into this. 5 strong for G2.
G2 are here to play, bro.
Really seeing the consideration here of Xros.
No support. Zero
Noted
support.
here, but again with G2 just hold on to.
मेरा support G2 के लिए कर्स
They
है.
could throw a couple of bodies. for
इसलिए
Lucas.
I
mean,
wish them luck.
look at
That's
what's
it.
left.
Nothing
It's
else.
only really Danby that's protected in terms of the finances here.
I will always support the team playing
Yeah,
against
definitely.
G2. Yes, sir.
I mean, the only real issue here is, like I said, Francis' position. He's not an operator. It's maybe one. At that point, you've got to credit Jorgmo for actually being proactive on 30 HP and going hunting.
ये क्या गन मार्क कर रहा है? लेना था आपको वो गन. अरे रे सेव भी नहीं करने दिया भाई.
Rightly noted, the economy a little bit lighter behind Nongshim. And after this timeout, G2 have started to really get the tempo right. It feels like the read is there.
What's your rank, Iron 3?
Maybe the over one of information.
Yeah, is this just kind of like... I mean, by the way, Trent...
भाई आज भाई ये लोग क्या जंपी करते हैं बे?
To bait out the possibility. But yeah, maybe just a kind of...
वो जानबूझ के किया.
क्या ऑफ फेंकना था उसको नीचे.
Spotted on the end of the TP.
अब ऑफ क्यों लेके रखेगा?
Walkouts here. Again, I think maybe catching an extra player because they're trying to compensate for RB's position. They're going to invest here.
वो 20 stack है.
All a fake. We see where the spike is. It's just to draw bodies here in the anti-eco.
They're biting on this though, and you feel like they have to because they're on that light to purchase. So Baby Bay gets to farm a little bit.
बेबी पे चढ़ेंगे सब लोग.
One, he's all pretty much alone
shit.
here. How much damage can one man do? All right, top three, just farming up the ecos until then. Danby is going to go down regardless. And they've come back
He's
around.
shooting.
Why not after the level of success the Baby Bay had? He's created that safety for the plant. And now they wait for the catch on Xros, who is on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Baby just used his ult. He's already halfway back, so able to find value here. The round will follow, obviously.
अब बेबी पे क्या खेला साइड पे?
Looking very comfortable. It's only Valin
3
missing
लोग चढ़ रहे थे इस पे.
1 point. In terms of having every other ult available. Damage here doesn't even really matter. You look at what's behind this Vgt.
Shot!
On the first, though.
Oh, it's nice to not feel shut out of
Yeah.
the game, I guess. You know, and a couple shots. Don't think much else will happen, but, you know, feels good.
G2 equals South Africa.
Yeah, they've already backed away. So, gonna give himself
Sure.
Vandal.
And they're letting him know. That's why he's going back to check. He's just faking.
well.
He's just faking as if he's going to go forwards. Now we'll give it up.
Imagine वो मर जाए spike में. अच्छा नहीं
So
बहुत
gonna keep the
पीछे.
Vandal and move on, but G2's solution has been working wondrously. And maybe it is just overreacting.
ये मैच इतना boring क्यों? साले इतना तो interesting match चल रहा है.
Pretty heavy on some of these side takes. I was kind of complimenting how proactive they were, but I want to see the balance of understanding when it's that full commitment and when it's not.
Trent impressed from the back lines.
It's 7 a.m.
I believe Ivy tasked with holding down the B side. G2 actually poised towards mid and A, but again look towards top mid. There's 4 players initially this way for Nongshim. Do they follow through on this pressure early on?
Well,
और जोगमो क्या फाइट करने गया भाई? पहली बार नॉन्गशिम वाले मिड फाइट किए ना इतना अच्छे से.
Trying to take that aggressive fight and the right read on rotation, but keep your eye on the spike.
Wow, now they're 4A as well.
Slightly pathing towards the B site.
A fake भी hit.
Can they punish
Ivy
these
एक मारता है नॉन्गशिम
rotations
जीतेगी,
that
Ivy
don't
मारता है
seem to be
G2 जीतेगी.
Getting caught on here.
Haven't conceded a player yet.
Bro, that was such a good TP.
Nongshim happy to go forwards outside of A. There's a little bit of pressure and Ivy actually steps back into the spray.
I'm so
क्या
surprised
spray
with
था?
that. He was the solo player on the B side. He had to play really,
वो
really
चारों
cautiously.
चारों
So now
rotate कर रहे हैं.
it's
इसको
not in
देखो
play.
लीफ
He's
को.
pretty much even the score up. And look at the ults that G2 have to play with.
Leaf's heard this.
Leaf's heard all
अरे
of
रे
this.
ये
Now
लीफ
they
को
are
हार्ड
clearing
हार्ड
middle,
क्लियर
but
करेगा
how?
क्या पर?
Where is RB? A little asleep at the wheel. Oh, very
out,
asleep.
Dampy.
Come on,
What?
man. You got to be a little sharper than that. If that's the path you're taking, and now look at what they've got in middle here. Trent going to catch the cross.
अबे G2
joined
फाइट से नहीं ले रहा,
as
आउटप्ले
well
कर
in
रहे हैं, पता है
watching
चैट?
this. Oh, it's just lovely. G2
इन पे नहीं खेलने दे रहे हो
shouldn't
उनको
feel
भाई.
any pressure. This is a very good reaction from G2, Mike. I feel like they've got a fantastic beat on the game.
Yeah.
It's not that flashy. It's in the cooling.
Total control of the map right now. Nongshim can't find space.
मिड पे भी एक बैठा है, इमिन लेके बैठे हैं.
Again, they almost gamble on the fact that Valorant's
भाई
able to cut
कितना
sidelines
लेट
from
तक
so
G2
deep
के
with
पास
his
एम इन
utility
कंट्रोल भी था.
and then be towards
तब
B.
भी इतना अच्छा पिवट किया.
Almost instantly on the back of that. It keeps Nongshim interested. And basically being bullied around the map right now. So the number of times we're seeing Nongshim
भाई उन लोग को हर्ष भाई देख रहे हो तुम? डुअल ले ही नहीं रहे उनसे. खेलना ही नहीं है
And
डुअल.
I don't mind the kind of like 3-man start.
G2 अपने duels बना के खेल रही है.
Potentially. But then to fully gamble stack on that A rotation and then over
I guess that's the only way you can
It's
win
giving
against
G2
Nongshim.
what they want, right? Like after a man
If you go for
hit
fights,
by
you're gonna
G2, maybe
lose.
just gambling on the right side of the map, and the fact they get that is a dream come true. Then you've got the ults to layer in on top if they want to, right?
Who's
They can always
this?
lean towards it. So you'd see Nongshim maybe
Who's
just get their
this?
heads back in the game. They feel a little bit behind the curve
ये
here.
जंगल का एक
Basically, condition
जानवर
coming
है.
out of this Nongshim timeout has to be around these ultimates. RB, the only one
Freaking
missing.
EGH.
And the purchase isn't going to be a full buy.
मेरे को भी.
A couple of players buying down right down to 100 credits, 350 credits here between Francis and RB.
चले गए.
So it looks like they want to make a go of things. I mean, at a 6-2 scoreline, you
वाला.
almost have to.
तो वाला.
And previously, what was a 9-3 half versus all gamers for G2 on the defense. So really looking to continue that trend regardless of the side.
भाई 5 अल्ट नहीं 4
Desperately
अल्ट.
need to see a response here from Nongshim. And to flip the
ये
tempo
आज
a
क्राउड
little
की
bit
आवाज
on
ज्यादा आ
G2.
रही है.
They are in the driving seat right now. But
घुस गए.
Dorgamo with the right response
अकेला
coming
है
out
भाई
of
RB.
their timeout.
छोड़ना पड़ेगा
And
साइड.
look at the amount of space he's been taking here. I need RB to live too.
सिटी तक जा रहा है क्या भाई जोगमो?
Leaf's going to hit this
अरे
again.
रे.
Right place, right time once more.
He's done exceptionally well. However, the only difference really
Ah!
being RB succeeds at holding space on CT. The 3-play pack roaming on those back lines also
देखते हैं
delivers on
Valen
the
का
front
aim.
of Leaf. So we're finally seeing an opportunity now. Francis is going to
3 लोग आ रहे हैं मेन से, बाकी 2 लोग सीटी पकड़ के रखे हैं बस. G2 को कुछ तो कंट्रोल लेना पड़ेगा. Nice.
They are putting everything they have into this. They needed a way to break back in, and this is
क्या
looking like a
बात है.
solution. Nongshim
ये हुई ना
finally
बात.
finds some stability.
वहाँ पे
after the
लीफ
timeout.
हगास मचाया नहीं तो
Doubling
राउंड था.
down on this proactivity. Finally catching G2 off guard. I mean, Leaf in a position where he's set up to potentially find 2 or 3 kills. I think we're going to
इलाज
see.
वाले का कुछ फायदा हुआ पंकिल भाई. मेरे को ये होता है यार.
You
मेरे को
can't
तो
really fault him for that one.
जब से पता चला है ना, मैं हर एक ट्राई करके देखा हूँ, मेरे को सबसे ही अच्छा लगा है. मतलब बहुत बेटर लगता है ब्रीथ करने में.
Come on, bro.
A bit of frustration. But again, I mean, G2 in
वो
anticipation.
डोल जीतना
it's
चाहिए था
already-
लीफ को. हाँ?
The precedent's already been set on the side of Nongshim.
Yeah.
So maybe the frustration there with just a few engagements not going their way. And costly in terms of
भाई फ्रांस से शूट नहीं कर रहा है.
ultimates there for G2. Still have
बहुत बड़ा
the
फैक्टर
divide
है
and the
G2 के
Hunter's
विन
Fury.
G2 यहाँ पे 8-4 हाफ भी सिक्योर करती है ना,
This will be
तो बहुत बड़ा हाफ
at
रहेगा.
least identified. What's the deal with the recon here?
वापस मिड कंट्रोल कितना फॉरवर्ड खेल रहे
Arctis
हैं.
is staying.
Arre,
Okay, thank God for
That's a
that.
good
I
ult.
thought he was sticking around for a hell
But
of a long
waste.
time.
Dambi.
Panic
Lets
ult?
it- yeah, lets his ult rip there and
And now
trying to
they're...
follow through now.
Oh, I don't know if I like this. It feels like it's
Oh, short
desperate.
Jogmo.
There's going to be nothing coming out of that, the Nongshim want. Dambi hell-bent
Arre,
to
arre.
make it stick, but then
क्या ही
Jordan...
ओवरहीट.
Similar scenes.
Yeah, what is going on between these two? The battle of middle not
Baby में low
really
है.
settling happily for either side.
बैटल ऑफ मिडिल अच्छा.
Both teams so willing to set the tone of some of these rounds. Not shy away from these engagements here. Looking towards Leaf in particular once more.
वापस लीव. Oh,
Gets a
shot.
spot. Great
Trade हो
trade
गया,
from Ivy
trade
though.
हो गया.
That's really good from Ivy. Bit of a jump scare
भाई ट्रेंड के पास
after
अल्ट है.
first, but
कैसे ना
very
कैसे बस
patient
प्लांट
from
सिक्योर
G2. It
करो.
feels like they're happy just
30
kind of letting this
seconds left.
one simmer for a second. It was that kind of reactive play in middle, and now kind of congregating together somewhat, but
They're still
it's a
faking B.
recovery mission for the spike. So you look at where it's heading, it's going to be A. 17 seconds, so they
I
can't
mean,
really make mistakes here, and RB's
that-
got the paranoia.
That
15
missed smoke should be
second.
very telling for Nongshim, but they're still curious towards B.
आरबी मरता है तो यहाँ पे बस
Surprised they haven't
घपला हो
backed
जाएगा.
Full
अरे
faith in RB. They're going through so
रे.
much. G2 have carved a path. They've made something out of nothing in this. I thought they had the right read.
Oh!
Huge deny! I guess they don't need to rotate.
Bro!
Ivy still locked in.
Beautiful catch there to deny the plant.
Nah.
क्या कर रही है G2 भाई?
We'll find
Just
number
a
4.
star, bro.
Oh, it's all smiles.
Yeah, the clock to decide it for them. In the very last second as well.
What a champ.
Look at that. Oh. He's so close to the plant.
बाप रे. भाई
Little bit
और
cheeky with it.
सबसे बेसिक प्लांट लेने गया.
Two.
सबसे बेसिक. आईवी प्लेयर है बे.
Biff, aren't they? Just about everyone's here.
Good
Oh, that
flash.
flash is exceptional, but apparently Baby
What?
unaffected. Jaw comes back in, and Nongshim in trouble here. It's not stopping though.
Oh, nice.
he
They're
got this
shooting
time.
now.
Does stand his ground. A refight from Dambi. That is just madness at
भाई
this
उनकी
point.
spray में जा रहा है
Unwilling to let
Dambi.
it settle. And it's cost them the player of an even affair.
RB TP'd forwards, by the way, across the choke to get into the fray of this engagement outside A. G2 cut sound here and look to re-aggress towards the choke point. I mean, RB's still here, but only just getting one smoke back now. And Ivy not
Alright.
budging.
2v3 again.
Last time. This time. Maybe.
इस बार अलग प्लांट लेगा.
Yeah, all towards the A side. This time around, it's Valorant's job.
इस बार
to
स्टार
try
ही
and
नहीं
get
है.
stuff. Even the observer's ready just
Yeah,
in case.
just ready for another star.
Not to be, so RB going to keep a bit of heaven space. But they're playing 2 on site and 1 towards main for G2. They are ready for that
Oh.
drop. Very nicely positioned from G2.
भाई एक राउंड और होता है बे
Ivy
G2
this
का.
time has to be here.
बेचारे.
RB maybe reading this as a
Unlucky.
lose a hold here, but a little overzealous.
It's a treacherous drop down, isn't it? Look who's waiting. It's probably death on appearance.
Right.
G2. Okay,
One more
this
round
time
और good
around,
half है.
weather the initial storm over towards A main and then get across
France
the
से
line
shoot नहीं
quickly.
कर रहा.
Crazy fight.
Yeah,
Comes back to that same point I was saying. Both teams are so willing to set the tone.
भाई बेचारा मर
in
जा
some
रहा है
of these
बार-बार.
rounds. They don't want to show any weakness when it comes to this sort of pace.
भाई अच्छा कंट्रोल तो रख लिया था.
It's just so bold.
भाई
Fine
डाम्बी
line,
क्या ओवरहीट किया वहाँ पे पता
Maybe
नहीं.
they picking up the freebie here.
Exactly, maybe
Full
वही
swing.
सोच रहा हूँ भाई.
स्विंग लेने गया उनकी स्प्रे में.
Up to 7 now for G2.
और
That
स्प्रे
was actually diabolical and horrendous at the same
And
time.
still got Hunter's Fury in the divide.
at the same time.
Let's see a more choreographed set piece here towards B.
आप टेक्स्ट टू ग्राउंड.
What we're getting.
भाई G2 के पास बड़े अल्ट्स है अभी पोस्ट प्लांट के लिए.
Again, last time he got caught out a little
वैलेंट
bit
का
of
भी
this.
एक में अल्ट है.
play just on the line here. This is a really sketchy position. Gonna start respecting it a touch more. Allow G2 the chance to get the plant down. You're looking at the rest of the team now working their way through, but G2, the pennies dropped. They're already looking back towards middle. It's Baby Bay. Maybe right place, right time. Divide gonna go in, and Baby Bay goes forward. It's a mad fight. And now Trent's under pressure.
Trent, go!
Damby's got him dead. Lee's now the only backline player. Trying to keep back two. Has to outdo this. What's going on there?
2v4.
Unfortunate, really. Leaf still
Valen
trying to keep these guys in
kill pe.
check. He's got no chance against them. So Valen left in a 1v3. Francis on 30 HP, but still very much able to get involved here. Valen trying to find a corner, find a player. Can't deal with Damby. Bounds in. It goes
और भी flash हो गया था.
NS keeping within touching distance, Mike. They are not out of it yet.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. See, Nongshim, sorry, get a recovery to 7-5 on the half here, Lauren.
There's
it
no
felt like
problem.
G2 were in firm control of the majority here.
What do you think?
नहीं
यार अगर see at the end of the day भाई वो पैसा बनाने को देखेगा जहाँ उसका ज़्यादा पैसा बनेगा ना वो वहाँ जाएगा सब पैसे की बात है अब
keep competitive. You saw it at the end there. Very nice stuff and a confidence builder potentially for Damby. However, Valina is standing in the crowd with gentlemates Mini.
Hola Santiago, un aplauso para Mini de Gentlemates.
Oh, hi Mini.
Do you want to say something to this crowd?
Hola Santiago, hello guys, what's up?
Woo! क्या throw किया है कल आपने?
But I want to know, how is it watching this amazing event from the other side at this time?
I mean, obviously it felt better playing on the stage, but being here, enjoying every last moment I have here, it's amazing and I'm glad to be here.
Definitely. Y bueno, le estuve preguntando también, obviamente es un poco duro estar del otro lado del escenario.
मैंने सुना कि टेंस वापस आ रहा है बिल्कुल
también y dice que es obviamente prefiere estar encima
घर नहीं गए थोड़ा तो घूमेंगे ना एक नए देश में आए हैं तो भाई वैसे मैंने जैसे जो टीम हारती है उनका अगले ही दिन फ्लाइट करा देती है राइट घर का पता है
I mean, I'm excited to see Damby shotgun on the next two maps. So here, I'm rooting for G2. After, I think I'm rooting for Damby. And I hope Prx is going to win it all. So hopefully...
ये क्या बात हुई बे?
Okay, let's see. Bueno, le estuve preguntando también ahora por qué equipo va a animar, por qué equipo va a estar ahí apoyando. Dijo que
मेरे को लगा AG बोलेगा यार.
Damby la shotgun, cómo la va a estar jugando, pero por otro lado también va a estar por Heroes.
भाई trauma हो गया होगा भाई.
Prx va a terminar ganando este evento. Así que vamos a ver lo que va a pasar. Esto es todo lo que tengo por la entrevista, pero quiero saber también si es que ha aprendido algunas palabritas rapiditas.
मिनी ने भी वरुण धवन है.
Any words in Spanish yet?
Sorry?
Have you learned any words in Spanish yet?
कहाँ से खरीदने वाला doesn't work यार it works bro.
Viva Chile! That's it.
मेरे लिए तो काम करता है.
Thank you very much, Mini.
ग्लिफ भाई को ड्रॉप करा क्या खराब गेम था भी उसका बस
porque seguimos con esta
ड्रॉप
partida
थोड़ी
increíble.
करेंगे
Keep here.
पोटेंशियल है उसमें भाई नया प्लेयर है यार
Michael, have you learned any words in Spanish while being here?
उसके आगे का बोलो ना.
Let's discuss this. We can take this offline.
Right, we'll circle back around.
Yeah, circle back around to
Perfect. We'll pick it up in
I'll send the invite to you.
Yep, please do.
Santiago.
5 to 7. If you're just tuning back in, there was a real sign of life from Nongshim there. I actually like what Mini brought up as well. Something that I'm
अभी तो
quite
एक
excited
पिस्टल
about
की
the
बात है बस
prospect
फिर
of
इक्वलाइजर आ
having that
जाएगा.
shotgun.
Let's go.
Also Jorgamo as well, the original merchant of that business. Can't wait. But we have to pass map one. You absolute misery.
So idiotic language.
Right, it's your round now.
I am very
Soured my
idiot.
mood.
Slow push here.
That's
भाई डाम ये जहाँ डाम भी खेलता है इधर जॉगो में खेल रहा है G2 सेम डिफॉल्ट है G2 का
Why would I be?
ठीक है चलो भाई.
5 HP करा
Does he get caught? They're trying belief.
Leaf और ये आई भी जैसा खेल रहा है
The buck stops. 3 big kills. And I thought they could have maybe shut down towards Valen or
पत्ता मेरा भाई
pressured it, and you're right, Damby's on 5.
क्या खेलते हो यार लीफ भाई
Oh dear, it's not a pretty place to be right now.
No 6-7 Oh shit
यार ये पोटैटो साइज तुम्हारी वजह से राउंड गया यार.
There's a chance. There's a chance there. But G2, I mean, that's a dreamy pistol. 5 alive, everything good, ticking the box. She's starting to feel the game out a little bit. Lovely, lovely work.
Huge bailout here from Leaf.
भाई लीफ को कितने बार
Close down towards Valen.
कितने बार मल्टीपल ये मिले हैं
ट्रिपल चाइनीज
To
नूडल.
pressure towards the initial target being valid.
मैं तो हूँ वही.
You just
No,
what?
I just got 3 kills, guys.
That's what it was.
Guys,
Got 3.
got 3, guys.
Dambi's got a shotgun. It's not the one I wanted, but
छोटी वाली shotgun.
Well, this is your round now, then.
छोटी सी gun.
you know what? You wait to see what he does to Baby Bay. You
Okay.
wait. You just.
Oh!
I've told lies.
Yeah.
I've told big old lies. Baby Bay farming. The
इको राउंड आ जाता है तो बेबी बे के अंदर का टेंस जाग जाता है भाई. देखो देखो तीसरा ही हो रहा है. तीसरा हमारा बेबी है.
just racking him up. He got a bulldog out of it, and he's got maybe a chance for this side. He doesn't have any teammates though. That's pretty tough.
गिर के ही मर जाएगा पता
RB.
We take those. We'll plant
मैं
here.
डिस्कॉर्ड टीवी पे चला.
Out of it. 30 HP.
Yeah.
I think this one might be done.
वो करके क्या
It's done indeed. Okay, so bulldog.
Did it go over the edge?
Screen share.
Valence just he's dropped classic, guys.
नहीं
Yeah,
टीवी
I
पे स्ट्रीम
think
लगाओ या
कल
डिस्कॉर्ड.
इंग्लिश के ऊपर चैट इसलिए जल्दी खत्म कर रहा है. क्या बात है लीप भाई.
Of course, we'll have a look.
फ्रांसिस भाई का हाथ गर्म होने तो करोड़ में मारेंगे वो लोग. एक ना
Let's have a little watch back again. Baby Bay. Man,
नहीं.
this guy is.
तो क्या काम है आएगा?
See if he can spot it being chucked off the map. I don't think so. I
I
don't
think
think
Jorg
Jorg already had one,
Hacking
right?
Z मेरे
So-
भाई.
Yeah. So I guess they lost a little. They made something out of nothing. For Nongshim though, I need them to look
Steals
a
of
little
balls,
bit
bro.
threatening here. Otherwise, I think G's
What
2's
the
just
fuck
like
is
slow,
steals of balls,
mechanical.
bro?
deliberate,
Yeah.
Bro,
which is
we
kinda
just
what the coaching
witnessed
staff
RB
wanted,
did
right? It's
that.
just play to caliber.
That was
Let's
like-
just kind of be controlled about this. Let's not make silly mistakes.
हर्ष
Let's just
भाई
keep it clean.
तुम क्या बचपन में
And they're doing
जंबल
that,
वर्ड्स
right? There's
करते थे
no
क्या
big
बहुत ज्यादा.
X-Factor players standing out above the rest. It's not these
it's just
mad
how I
Trent
am.
rounds of
No, I
jaw
mean-
popping off. They don't need it.
Arrange
Particularly here in the second half,
BAD.
Francis
Bro, that's
Play
actually a
alongside
call,
Danby.
bro. You should shut your
Put
mouth.
some numbers up here because in a much slower half in comparison.
Steals of ball.
So you're going to be walking the tightrope in terms of the finances now.
भाई तो
Necessarily
teammate,
gonna wanna see
your
Nongshim
teammate
take
is low
too
से
many
ज़्यादा
risks.
अच्छा, your friend is low
They
होता
can
है.
establish some sort of control. Have to be conscious here of an awkward purchase.
Happy friendship day.
So
OET
they're
के
gonna
बाय
be well
राउंड है देखने
invested
दो.
for the
चलो.
follow-up round.
स्क्रीन
Here,
शेयर
Leaf.
ना मेरे लिए.
Facing off against
Agarra
any
uno.
light shields with that scope.
The curiosity about
हर्ष
this
भाई कभी
A
कभी
main
कुछ कुछ
continues,
बोलते
right?
रहते
They
हैं.
just send the outer drone to it. You can see that
I guess मेरे को
reapproach
ignore
from
करना
Exros,
चाहिए.
but now, Danby, I think he's made his mind up. We need to see that 1-2 punch, right? We need to see that synergy between him and Francis to take space and look like they can create.
भाई वो लोग क्या
issues.
20 से
But
वापस
it's
जा
very
रहे हैं.
difficult to
Oh
play because
hell
the
no
last
bro.
support,
आई
look at
5
how
HP हो गया.
Down so low
Yeah,
here. And they're reading this as a fake. There's no follow-up
Yeah.
threat. They've already cleared the space.
Baby Bay's posted on an off angle here as well.
And he's got a
Cats.
phantom.
Yeah, potentially somebody.
Wow, gun by भी है
transitioning
बेबी बे
drone.
के पास.
See,
टैग हो गए आप.
Approach down, but also
अब
Baby
घुसने
Bay
पड़ेगा
able
ये.
to-
ट्रेंट को देखो सच अ गुड रिकॉन ब्रो.
couple shock darts.
बढ़िया शॉक डार्ट
Doing a bit
भी.
of chip on the way, but Baby Bay's curiosity starting to peak. Danby none the wiser. Baby Bay beheads him. And look at this, G2 just fighting back in.
बोनस कन्वर्ट कर लिया.
Does manage to control it.
Wait,
He's
wait,
catch
not yet,
one
not
here,
yet,
so
not
they are
yet,
not
not
out of
yet.
the woods just yet. It's
Not
a
yet,
3v2.
not yet.
Exros and RB trying to play together here, and it's looking like Exros is going to slip back towards A main.
Just need
The
to
other
fight it
three
together. That's it. Nothing
actually
else.
going to put in the divide. They are going for this one. They see the potential. They see the
RB.
possibility. And RB can't get away from
Bichara.
it. Fated to fall as Exros now trying to
Arre,
play
re,
against
re,
this.
re,
Look at his
re.
HP. There is nothing this man
can't
can
do anything, bhai.
And I think he knows it, having to watch that defuse go against him.
Apre.
And finally put out of his misery. G2 are crossing the T's, dotting the I's. They are absolutely in control.
डम्बी नियॉन पे ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल लगता है. I don't know bro. अरे the thing is G2 अपना गेम खिला रही है उन लोग को और उन लोग को खेलना पड़ रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है भाई.
Bold TP to reposition.
नॉन्गशिप अपना गेम नहीं खेल रही है. G2 खेल रही है अपना गेम. और वो लोग G2 के साथ खेल रहे हैं.
Chaos here. The last two remaining members of Nongshim.
कुछ भी
No
मत बोला
surprise to see a
करना
timeout
भाई.
called
मेरी
here.
न्यू गाड़ी पे नजर लग गई. किसी ने ठोक दिया आज खड़ी गाड़ी.
Bonus
मुंह पर
conversion
रख सकते
for
हैं.
GT.
क्लच भाई वो कैरी में नाटी नहीं
Good
लग रहा था.
progress here early
कौन?
on for RB for sure for the TP, but
वो उधर एक अभी
outside of
क्राउड
that,
में दिखा.
कौन
see the
पूछा?
crucial ones you want to see.
ना. He legit asked कौन.
Danby,
And then he
Francis.
did that. ना. क्लच भाई
Potentially.
ऐसा नहीं चलता यार.
Oh, let's go,
I
Klurge,
mean,
bye,
Valid
let's
also now
go.
putting numbers
अरे
up
तो
alongside
मैंने
Baby Bay and
कौन ही
Leaf.
बोला भाई बस थोड़ी बोला.
हाँ.
Yeah,
genuine कौन पूछे
काम है
Yeah, and I think that's
yeah, keep doing that, bro. Keep doing that. Don't give a shit at this point, you know. Keep doing that.
Not a lot, but
Let's go, Klurge.
I guess I'll be. A lot of these players
Keep
are
doing
still
that
relatively
shit,
new
bro.
to these environments. Yes, they had a great first game, but a slow start when it feels as kind of
Yeah, but when
oppressive as this
when
is.
it looks like a team's getting bullied in terms of the macro, that's when you can come back from score.
अरे भाई फिर तुम शेव कर रहे हो क्या आजकल?
When you are just out of the game,
मैं?
you don't get a chance to set up, you don't even have a chance to shoot your gun
Yeah,
in
that's
some of
what it
these
feels
rounds.
like.
नहीं मतलब
They're the demoralizing.
बढ़ा
You can kind of shrug off.
नहीं मैं बढ़ा रहा नहीं हूँ, मैं बढ़ने नहीं दे रहा हूँ, मैं बार-बार ट्रिम कर रहा हूँ, मैंने एक नया ट्रिमर भी मंगाया अभी।
अच्छे लग रहे हो।
बॉम्बे,
Yeah, and that's the harder ones to really
love you,
deal
bro.
with.
Yeah, and I think it's going to kind of test the mental of Nongshim when it goes in.
एक और level नीचे जा रहा है।
into map 2, which will be their
तुम
choice.
गड्डी खाओ
Obviously,
ना।
this is G2's map choice, and you'd argue they're one of the better teams at this too. It's a real strong point. Baby Bay in the right place, and potentially
Baby
right
Bay को
time
देखो।
to try and get one, but no.
बेचारा।
He gets a new lease of life, but quickly traded at the loss of Francis. So you look at the mid lurk, going to be handled again. This is a lighter purchase.
Ivy's so early on that as well. Seen him caught off guard a couple of times in this mid position.
भाई 4v3 still do well.
Upgrade here, at least as a rifle.
हाँ bro, but Valorant ने क्या side काटी है chat?
Extros is the
Look
X
at him.
factor maybe, but they've already cleared close sight and Trent's caught RB. It's Damby trying to put in some numbers here, but swiftly quelled.
1v3
There's now
for
just
Extros.
The last one alive position now should be known, and it's just simple stuff
Go
from
round.
G2.
Clinical.
It is sophisticated dominance.
मारा
It's
भी
not
देख
even
लो,
flashy,
ना।
really. That's the thing. G2 just
चलता
going
prediction
about their
गलत हो गया।
business today.
Initially get over
कोई
the
बात
first
नहीं।
hurdle for sure, but lesser
It
purchase
will cost
here.
1 lakh to repair. Oh my god,
Weapons,
that's sad.
G2 just shining a little brighter. Great catch from Damby, but
TP
the fact that
खींचा
Jordan
भी
was able
क्यों
to get in,
वापस?
equalize the head count,
So quickly.
and then get away.
भाई हर्ष भाई तो बड़ा लीड हो गया अचानक से।
Up to 11 now.
हाँ, हाफ के बाद से एक भी राउंड नहीं
Bye
जीता।
round. If there's ever been one for Nongshim.
पहला मैं भगवान का।
Got a little bit left in the bank behind this because of the plant, but France is sitting at 3 and 14, just
He's not
barely present here in Abyss to be frank.
जल्दी खत्म हो तो दूसरा मैच देखिए। अच्छा पेपर एक्स के लिए तुम लोग एक्साइटेड हो हाँ?
And that's why we're left a little bit wanting, right? You want a bit more of that. You want to pressure G2.
पता है मुझे।
G2 just look super stable here.
ओ भाई क्या स्टन था वो। क्या प्यारा स्टन था।
Dream to, but the second time of asking, it will be
उसका भी
Nongshim trying
स्टन
to get
बहुत
that
प्यारा
pressure
था।
building. Damby
अरे
hits the
मेरे
shotgun,
जॉब में
but
दो
Jordan knows
मारता
what
है।
you do right back. And even trade out
Bro,
though
do they
this
know?
time.
Achha,
And maybe
they know,
with a little bit of brute force, it's going to work for them, but they have to get that spike back. And in the
1v2.
meantime, Trent's caught one. Don't doubt Trent in these.
Well,
Does he read Ivy?
Ivy's finally caught somebody in mid. It will be noted initially here, but
Ah.
Trent knife out behind the smoke.
6-11.
And Ivy will punish. Finally finding something in this mid position. Nongshim do enough damage on the site here to spread
Finally
G2
become
a
सही
little
हो रहे
thinner.
हैं।
Nice to see
हाँ,
Damby
क्या?
having a bit of pop-off in this as well. Starting to maybe get himself
मैंने तो
feeling
डाला
active
था।
in the game. But he had to dig pretty
अरे,
deep for this.
जॉग
Look
में
what
ये क्या
Jor's
था?
doing right back to them. So Damby had to
इतना
go
प्यारा spray।
pretty far to claim a little bit of threat on the site.
अरे बेबी में बार-बार उधर ही काहे को डाल रहा है?
And again, Ivy
वहीं
finding
खेल
good
रहा है।
timing on that middle position because last time it felt a bit too fast.
He's getting slapped about in mid. In the
Damby
upper
पे
rounds
अल्टे
where
राउंड चैट।
That's what
बिग राउंड, बिग राउंड, बिग राउंड।
prioritizing the
दो राउंड
external
नॉन्गशिम
G2
का फिर
going
मजेदार हो
forward,
जाएगा
Yeah, they
गेम।
want to have a fight
Yup.
here, and Nongshim just going to soak that up. They're going back out. Damby again.
अरे रे।
Just take away Valent's chances. As Baby Bay left very alone on the B site. Doesn't get caught yet though. So with a new lease of life, maybe Baby Bay can be the one to stop the run. Nongshim at the door. Oh, great
Oi,
trade
Baby
from
Bay
Baby
shooting.
Bay. Still alive.
Baby Bay
Still
shooting.
holding the site. 3 kills. The TP, they had to get away from him.
2v2।
Get the spike down here. Plenty
बेबी
of space to
सुपर
play
लो
into
और
here
इन लोगों के पास
for
कितना सारा
RB.
कंट्रोल है देखो।
They failed a few times.
आह,
These later post plants towards A. Baby Bay and Leaf here. On the approach back towards site, issue being Ivy's disconnected here. And he's got a lot of stall potential. And Baby Bay down
और
to
मैंने एक
46
आदमी
HP.
देखा था जिसके माथे पे जीसस बनता है।
His commitment is towards that CT side.
या मैं भेजूंगी तुमको।
The spike is ticking pretty fast. They're going to have to get a go now. They can try and get half, that would be the dream. They need the block at the bare minimum to try and make this look feasible. They get at least towards half, but that's about it. Oh my god, okay.
ओ भाई बच गया राउंड।
Gonna catch him on the second attempt of the defuse.
मेरे को तो लगा 2 सेकंड के लिए कि भाई हो
Not
गया।
done yet. This is
अबे
what I need to be
वो
seeing. A
ये
little
कैसे
bit
नहीं
more
हुआ
fire to
बॉडी
them.
ब्लॉक?
G2 tried
Stun
to
भी
get
हुआ ना
Massive
वो.
their hands there, though.
हाँ.
Went really aggressive on that.
That's what I'm telling, bro.
did.
If you
Fed
stun and
into the
pull at
fire.
the same time, it won't happen.
And great set piece here. It's
Ah.
unlucky not to catch Dambi on
Yeah.
this initial
हाँ
hit,
bro
but
बेबी
you
बचा
can see
लिया
it
था राउंड
paranoia. Then
ऑलमोस्ट.
Valen is on an island
Nothing to be
They were
done.
aware of that
No.
shit.
without a paddle, basically,
वो देखो, वो
in
भी
the middle
confused
of
हो
4
गया.
members of the enemy team.
I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe a little baffled by the commitment to the execution, but have to shrug it off now.
अभी क्या क्लोज करना मुश्किल होगा हाँ?
Two, lesser purchase.
लीफ ने बाय किया है वो पे अल्ट है वैलेंट पे भी अल्ट
Pistols
है
thrown in the mix.
I just feel if Nongshim get past this round, I don't even want to say cleanly.
भाई ये
'cause I
लोग
feel
मिड
like
फाइट
G2
लेने
are
वाले
gonna
एक
make them work
रिकॉन
for it.
पे नेवर माइंड
It
कोई
feels
नहीं
like
ले
it
रहा
becomes possible, right? The game suddenly starts feeling like there's a bit of play into this, but that middle area is an absolute.
दो
death
राउंड
trap.
नॉन्गशिम के हाँ ये तो
I mean,
इको
I've
है
got support this time at least.
इसके बाद दो राउंड 10-11 और ये गेम है
Spotted out
या
by Trent
10-12
Zaldro.
मजा आ
And
जाएगा
they continue.
Banger
Here
game
comes
होने
the
वाला है.
pressure. Jorgamo hungry for
Jorgamo,
the
हाँ.
ult, but for only a second. It's Baby with Baby the one to draw blood. Okay, this is still keeping me present in this. They've exchanged space, so they will get sight. But look how close G2 are.
Look at the flank coming
Valen
through
ult
as
करने
well.
वाला है क्या?
Very early on and leaves the
Oh, they're
one
committing
with
this.
Oh,
the rifle as well.
Nongshim going to get the plant down
What?
for now.
The connection's huge on this
Baby
ultimate.
Bay, he's got 4 potential players here. So many bodies to try and do damage to. Extros though, nicely placed on the smoke, but it's messy. It's given G2 another chance at this. 3 against the 2. Francis and Extros
लीफ को
have
देखो
to
अरे
keep their
बाप रे
composure.
बाप
Oh god, if G2 just broken them in this scenario, Francis has to fight it out. 7 bullets.
Oh my God.
Brilliant. Oh, he's down to the classic Francis.
Oh
Got
shit
it.
bro
Well in time.
disaster
Francis with a fumble. Feeling the pressure.
oh
As
nice
G2's
try
cool,
with
calm and
Francis
collected approach in the end gets him up to 12.
Just when you think
टेली क्यों गया?
Francis is about to deliver a
3 गोली थी
miracle
भाई
here.
बेचारे के पास
The bait into the classic as well. Just gets ahead of himself ever so slightly.
भाई
What a
एक्स्ट्रॉस
manic
हगाए
round this
राउंड
is as
हाँ
well.
Truly.
एक्स्ट्रॉस
So
क्या
crispy on
हगाए
these
राउंड
first two. But Trent just
मजबूत
looking
हगाए
way
एक्स्ट्रॉस
cooler under the pressure.
भाई मैच पॉइंट दे दिया यार इको राउंड था ये चैट इको राउंड G2 में बस एक वैंडल थी
Like
दैट्स
you
इट
alluded to earlier, that's one that's sort of like
Leaf
the
की
pressure
Leaf
of
की
this
गन थी बस
stage. Maybe being unfamiliar. Francis to want to try and pave the way here for Nongshim to follow up in round 20.
That's
They're very early on though.
G2 have everybody on this side of the map here. Plants in.
Oh, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're trying to keep space. Bravery, maybe the name of the
Oh,
game,
ult.
but look at the connection from Trent.
Big ult,
He's gonna send
bhai.
them scarpering away.
Oh,
as
कसम,
G2
तीन
flooding
लोग
back
को
in.
connect हुआ वो
Soften
ult.
targets, but Extros
Ooh,
doesn't
Extros is
care.
shooting now.
Gonna take away Valent, eye up a second. Brilliant work. A third, not to be. Jorgamo's there in the
Jorgamo
blink
side
of an
में.
eye, and it's a 3v2. Arby and Ivy
Wow,
make it
Jorgamo.
just. Ivy with the stinger. And standing guard is Trent. Falls on one, but Jorgamo on the trade.
That's a game, chat.
G2 looking like they ain't breaking a sweat today,
That's a
baby.
game.
Mr. Charisma showing us what it looks like to pick up map 1 here. 13-7.
G2 निकाल दी पहला मैच वाव
बाकी है
वाव
कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है
कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है नेक्स्ट मैप इस दिन पॉम
भाई फ्रांसिस लास्ट राउंड में जाग गया अभी तो करोड़ है यस यप यप करोड़ बड़ा मैप है नोंगशिम का नोंगशिम दौड़ा दौड़ा के मारती है ये मैप पे भाई जॉग मार 16 किल्स ओके व्हाट बेबी पे मैच एमवीपी था क्या 1.27 की रेटिंग के साथ बाप रे बेबी पे तो आदमी है आज फिर गाली निकालेगा
भाई लोग आराम से स्नैक्स नहीं खा सकते तुम नहीं खाते हो आराम से स्नैक्स बिना कुछ किए
we need a slur for people
I'm like
who
a
have
diet
Vale,
conscious guy, bro. I'm a diet conscious guy. I don't eat all this shit.
टट्टी खा ले भाई मेरी।
ओए नींबूस।
स्नैक्स नहीं खाता है ना
Bro,
तो टट्टी खा।
ब्रो पुडर ताई क्या आपने कभी लाइफ में नींबूस पिया है?
मेरे को तो मजे आते थे भाई।
That shit
नींबूस
peak
is the
bro.
peak shit.
Peak का भी peak है bro. वो नींबूस.
भाई।
Oh my
बहुत
god.
चिल्ड होना चाहिए पर
हाँ ओहो हो मजा आ जाता
और
है.
पीक गर्मी में ऐसा लगता है नहा ले भाई नींबू से।
yes.
एंड नींबू सोडा वाला भी आता है लेकिन मैंने वो कभी नहीं ट्राई किया।
ये है ब्रो, ये है वो चीज।
वो नींबू से ना एक घूंट मारेगा करके
यार तुम लोग मेरी एज के नहीं हो ना, वरना ग्लूकॉन डी की बताए एक ऐड आती थी।
क्या?
वो चूसते था ना वो
सूरज चूस
सूरज।
हाँ, मालूम, मालूम।
तो वो तो
थे ना तभी हम लोग
वो तो
करते एज
बहुत
के
ही
थे
चड्डी
तभी।
में थे भाई, पर देखिए वो ऐड।
चड्डी में मतलब अभी नहीं पहनते चड्डी।
नहीं तब सिर्फ चड्डी पहनते थे, अभी चड्डी के ऊपर पैंट भी पहनते हैं। खट्टा मीठा स्वाद आ गया। Do what you can't.
Do what you can't.
जो नहीं कर सकते वो करो।
भाई क्या क्लीन लग रहा ना, लेकिन
केबल मैनेजमेंट भी अच्छी की है।
ये
मैं इस भाई को हथौड़े से मार नहीं सकती।
वाह।
आई गून टू यू क्लर्ज भाई, बिल्कुल अच्छी फोटो चाहिए होगी तो मांग लेना। मेरी एज के नहीं थे। टोनिया ट्राई इज आंटी ब्रो। 8 साल तो
Bro, that's some 3 Idiots engineering shit, bro.
वैलोरेंट मोबाइल की तैयारी। वैलोरेंट मोबाइल की तैयारी चल रही है।
Bro, why do I feel ये फेक है?
नहीं
ये वायरलेस है।
Give me some sunshine.
ना I feel it's fake.
Give me some rain.
नहीं, इसका जॉयस्टिक का मूवमेंट देखो, बराबर चल रहा है।
Give me another chance.
हाँ बराबर तो है।
I don't know.
I wanna grow up once again.
अरे ओ छंछड़।
तुम खेलो ना बेबी वे की तरह। बेबी वे की तरह।
This is an engineering marvel, bro.
Time to hand Nongshim their first L. मिस्टर बीस, वो किसी के फोरहेड पे स्पेस मिल रहा है। वो
ये तो रियल है।
हाँ तो क्या?
What the hell?
वो मे बी उससे कनेक्ट किया होगा उसने।
अबे सही में रणछोड़दास है ये तो।
रणछोड़दास। हाइड्रा भाई की याद आ रही है, क्यों?
Hella crazy, bro.
मुझे हाइड आउट दे दिया है क्या? नहीं, आपको हाइड आउट क्यों दूंगा? कितना टाइम है बे? अभी तो नेक्स्ट मैप में बहुत टाइम है।
ये तो वो है, अरे क्या बोलते हैं, माइनक्राफ्ट में भी होता है। फक भाई, मुंह पे नाम बट निकल नहीं रहा है। नींद में हो, जल्दी याद दिलाओ ना। चैट को पूछना।
अबे हर्ष भाई, नया एजेंट लीक हो गया।
पता नहीं।
वही चैट को पूछना।
ये देखो क्लर्ज भाई, ये देखो।
दिखाओ।
ये देखो भाई।
हाँ, एक्सेलॉटल है।
हो गई एग्जाम की तैयारी पाशा। ये
फैन मेड। ओ
भाई हम लोग के क्लास में ऐसा होता था कि अरे साला बैक टू बैक सब लोग क्यों बाथरूम में जा रहे हैं, क्यों जा रहे हैं। और एक है ना क्लर्ज भाई, एक है ना ये एक अच्छा पढ़ने वाला लड़का था, लेकिन उसके है ना अंदर बहुत मस्ती थी भाई। तो वो है ना जानबूझ के टॉयलेट में जाके बहुत टाइम तक रुका रहा ताकि टीचर दूसरों का ना भेज पाए। और उसको फिर क्लास खत्म होने के बाद जो मारा है लड़कों ने।
Run and find out.
एक्सेलॉटल था वो।
Bro, I don't even know what does that mean.
एक्सेलॉटल जो फोटो दिखाया।
Picking up plans, are there
Josh
any
Arty
major changes that you
looks
made
happy,
for
bro.
Corrode dealing with Dambi's Neon?
Minoxidil
No major changes, just better and refined play.
Thank you so much and best of
ये
luck.
तो क्यूट है, दिखाओ ना एक बार फिर से।
ये देखो।
Welcome back, everybody, to the desk here at lovely Santiago. And so far, that America's hospitality has been extended to Nongshim Red Force by G2. A great start in this series for that America squad, and they're showing on Abyss look fantastic. You concede a number of, those first half rounds, but winning that pistol, getting going in the second half.
उसकी तारीफ नहीं मतलब चैटिंग नहीं बढ़ेगा नहीं ऐसा नहीं है बोल्ड फैंटम और हीलिक्स बोल्ड मेरे को बोल्ड बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है भाई अच्छी लगती है एकदम क्लीन है वो
so many rounds where they were playing back, letting Nongshim
ये कौन है हर्ष भाई
punishing them. But in the first half,
तुमने देखी है डीमन स्लेयर?
नहीं तुमने देखी है ना?
अबे यार बस भाई इसके मूवी में अभी जो मूवी आई ना, हाँ मैंने ना 4DX में देखा, 4DX में नहीं IMAX में देखा हुआ है और उसमें सब फाइट सीन है ना इसका।
भाई अरिगातो मतलब क्या होता है?
अरिगातो गोजाइमासु।
थैंक यू।
अरे क्लर्ज तू चुप कर।
अरिगातो गोजाइमासु।
तुम मेरे से ही तो पूछा।
ओए ये देखो। रुको शांत हो जाओ।
dominating that space on mid like you're alluding to, but it's also a tendency for Nongshim.
Oh my god, Harshbhai, rage baiting animals.
Oh hell, Zenitsu, yeah, Zenitsu. Best keeper under 1200. Wow.
Why are you rage baiting?
Chat help करो इसको कोई भाई.
It's horrendous.
Nah, bro.
हर्ष भाई भी पिल्ला है, पिल्ला.
भाई एक और बार वो डॉल्फिन वाली शक्ल वाला वो सील मत दिखाया।
Nah, Klurge भाई stop.
What are you doing?
अरे उसका आवाज निकाल रहा था. Oh my god, you guys are so cooked, bro. You guys are so cooked.
Harshbhai, debit is what?
Debit words comes in, credit words goes out.
हक दिया फिर से.
नहीं, credit word debit word goes out, credit word come in.
कुछ क्रेडिट हुआ तुमको.
पागल आदमी.
Lift supports with that, gets an impressive 3K, and Nongshim is not ready for the amount of players that were waiting for.
ये बेशरम 11वीं में, अबे आगासा 11वीं में भी भाई यही देख रहा है. अरे क्लास वीज स्कूल विल में ध्यान दे.
अबे तूने तो दिया नहीं.
अरे तो मैं तो स्ट्रीमर बन गया ना, टट्टी खा लो फिर.
सीबीएसई पेपर में रिक्रूट का स्कैनर लगा दिया. वाओ.
हाँ ये देखो, ये लंदन जाके पढ़ाई की है और इधर क्या बोलती रहती है, टट्टी. पागल औरत मेरे को बता रही है. कॉफी दिख रही नहीं है.
बादाम शेक ज्यादा दिख रहा है.
बादाम अखरोट बाल खजूर.
तुम क्या करते रहते हो बे?
अबे तो बादाम कौन बोलता है
भाई? तुम ना वो पैट्रिक जिसके मुंह से ड्रूल.
क्या बोल भाई? बादाम.
हम बादाम बोलते. बादाम
भी बोलते.
कौन बोलता है बादाम? चैट यार
बादाम भी बोलते हैं भाई.
ये देखो
सर्च करते हैं.
क्या दिख रहा है इसको? ना ब्रो,
सर्च करते हैं. BADAM बादाम.
लेकिन मैंने कभी जिंदगी में ये सब नहीं किया हुआ है.
बादाम
मैं बहुत
वो तो पता है हमें.
प्रोनाउंसिएशन
दिख रहा है नहीं की है पढ़ाई.
बादाम.
कितनी क्यूट है.
अबे बादाम ही करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन होता है.
क्या?
बादाम ही करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन होता है.
टट्टी खा ले मेरी बादाम के साथ.
भाई पता है.
Oh my god, no London return must have this vocab, I'm telling you.
Mechanical issues, jaw lost seemingly every single fight in the ISOL. That was G2 out of sorts. I don't think
debit
though,
word comes in नहीं होता है पागल औरत.
अबे तो तुम ही तो बोल रहे हो वो बार-बार.
Very nice to completely cut out and execute from a team like Nongshim.
Darby, those going to be back on the Neon.
It's Shogimo going to do that. There's no way, right?
Not the
yeah,
brim.
not
He's
the brim.
Don't believe him. Talk about Dombi. This guy's the GOAT. He played so well the last time we saw Nongshim on this map. He decimated mates. on
कल का
Nongshim's
MADG
attacking
one-sided
style.
था ना?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I'm also looking at Extras. I
Please.
think that both in the time when they played against mates and also in Abyss, I was expecting a little bit more from him on that stopping power. I think that him and RB were
MMR high है, G3 हूँ, Ascendant के player आते हैं, can't survive, क्या करूँ?
A key
खेलते
for
रहो,
G2
सीख
looking
जाओगे,
at this
तुम अच्छे
map
player
is
बन
flushing
जाओगे।
IV slurps. He got
भाई
way
तो
too much value on
एक
attack.
चीज बताओ, अगर तुम गोल्ड हो या फिर सिल्वर हो और तुमको हाई रैंक के प्लेयर आ रहे तो ये अच्छी बात नहीं है कि तुम सीख के अच्छे प्लेयर
Withdraw
बनोगे।
कर दिया, CBSE
वही
वाला।
प्लेयर के बीच में थोड़ी खेलना है भाई जिंदगी भर। बेटर लोग के बीच में खेलोगे तो बेटर बनोगे ना।
There's a lot of tape on Darby being aggressive, getting in with those shotguns. And G2
गली क्रिकेट खेल खेल के थोड़ी इंडिया के लिए मैच
Jumping
खेलने
back
चले
number two
जाओगे।
over to you guys, Pansy and Hypoc.
खेलना पड़ेगा अच्छे प्लेयर्स के साथ, तब
Well, I
जाके
think
एक दिन
the
इंडिया के लिए
bar's been
खेलोगे।
set, right? The desk talking about it. It's going to be, I want to see one, G2 looking better, on the same page, firing back, looking
भाई ये
solid.
चीज
'cause
ठीक है
when I
चैट, ये
saw
जो
them here, Mike, we
राइस
were left
क्रैकर्स है ना,
wanting, well,
A lot more.
yes.
I
let's
think
say
a
that.
hell of a lot more.
And I think G2 themselves would feel
I
that
don't
way.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Mimi's kind of nailed this in terms of talking about the micro, right? Where things were going not necessarily in coin flicks, but in
आयरन अगर
situations
रेडियंट
where
मैच खेल तो
traditionally,
क्या सीखेगा?
historically, you'd see them really
एक आयरन को
excel.
रेडियंट
They
के साथ
struggled
खिलाओ,
massively
रोज खिलाओ।
previously here on Corrode.
एक
But
ना
I
एक
want to
दिन
come back
वो
to that coach interview in terms
प्लैटिनम
of
पहुंच जाएगा
giving
खुद
too
से,
much
फिर
respect.
इमॉर्टल पहुंच
I
जाएगा।
don't think that was the issue. I think Nongshim were just
जो दिमाग का
extremely
यूज करेगा,
sloppy
अरे
in
भाई
situations where
वो अच्छा पीक
previously
कर
they
रहा
would
है,
flourish
कैसा
and have a
खेल रहा
player
है,
to really drag
कैसा
them
एम कर
online.
रहा है,
Dambi
सीख
was trying
सकते
his
हो।
damn best, but unfortunately, I got to see a step up from Francis.
I'm with you on that, because Dumby is now on that comfort role, right? Something that's really caught our eye. Let's see if he catches off G2. This guy has been a miracle for Nongshim. And Lee.
All right, bro, Dumby ka nahi on.
Well, he's found one. It's Francis to fall, but Dumby right back to business. Going to secure the site for Nongshim and allow that plant to come through, but he can't overextend here on his own. There's three players. The flash he absolutely needs and has to
मेरे को लगा वैलन को
backpedal away.
चिपका।
Catch here on the baby bait, but follow up here. The C's not catching another player, but conscious now of Jorgamo's position. Already held here by X-Ross. Got to win out this fight, and he absolutely does.
Yeah, okay, that's a lovely shot. Good pop flash.
Oh,
Dumby, though,
बचा लिया।
go down three.
बचा लिया Dumby!
I thought he was
He's
dead
back!
with 32 HP.
He is back!
And there's the level we know he can hit. That's what he needs to be doing. The bar is high.
Thank you for the 80 rupees Nagi भाई।
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess.
Thank you, Shorty.
Yeah. Is he saying that?
Shorty.
Leaf or about Leaf?
राइस क्रैकर कहाँ से लाया? ब्लिंकिट पे मिलता है ना?
At this point, though,
Rice cracker search करो।
economy going to be held in place. Only Leaf with a slight investment. So for Nongshim, this is a great start, right? If it was a confidence conversation, this will certainly help, as now Dumby wants to go farming. He's got a stinger and every opportunity to do so, but G2 will be warded away, and they do at least get the ult orb, so that's a nice bit of silver lining for them. As Nongshim will need to start deciding where they want to head here.
Yeah, Leaf playing super deep towards elbow here. Nongshim still trying to piece together exactly what's going on here, but RB will be rewarded for his
Nongshim cook
patience.
करने वाली है।
Catch onto Trent and Baby Bait.
Yeah.
Thin out G2 a little
एक
bit.
दिन आपकी लॉबी में आऊँगा, see you soon, Dan है।
Oh, should be next on the cards here. Nongshim looking to progress right on through to B site.
Yeah, and it's a matter in my mind of, well,
Matter in my mind of damage here for Leaf.
yeah, if Leaf can do any more, I'll be quite impressed. Dumby, I mean, this guy is
अरे
dead, is what he is.
Yeah.
He went for it.
बेचारा।
In fact, the weaponry...
Did he get
I
it?
don't know if they got that in the end.
मौसम पाइपलाइन दिया गया आपने। इतना कुछ खास नहीं
See
लगता
a
है
stinger
मुझे।
being chucked about, but I don't know if that was just reinvested by Dumby.
बा-
But still,
अभी
a
नया
good
आया है
observing range,
यार।
so the bonus going to be relatively
मैं
intact for
recently
Nongshim.
try किया है।
Leaf did well to
भूल
actually
गया
do
उसका
some
नाम।
damage there,
बहुत
to be
अच्छा
honest.
लगा।
It felt like that was kind of a closed account, and comfort found by Nongshim. It feels like these last couple of rounds is just building that back up, allowing Dumby to kind of feel out the game a bit, because he hadn't had much play in the first map.
Maybe a turn of pace towards B here, and G2 well equipped to deal with it. Nongshim decide to proceed forwards.
Split भी ये लोग का double duelist map है ना?
Positioned here, confirmation will come through off the flash. We'll draw Leaf back a little closer.
भाई कितनी उठेला है।
Dumby, well,
Wow.
What?
I mean, this guy is going to be
Wait.
in your face the
Leaf's
whole
got
time, but
two.
Leaf has been able to catch the players behind him. They focused on that CT side, so Leaf was able to catch and punish
वो
them.
लोग
trying
Leaf
to flood
clear नहीं
through.
किए.
Still
Oh,
going,
wait, hold
drops
up.
a third. But the problem is it's only been Leaf so far. With Baby Bay on that judge, it's going to be brutal trying to build it back through towards the site.
Oh.
But it allows for a trade. Jorgamo going to land
Oh,
it.
good
Dumb's gone
stun.
down, and Ivy
अरे
on the
रे
side, 2 big kills for
पाशा.
himself. Makes it a third.
Nah, Ivy
Eyeing
wins
on
this.
4.
Ivy निकाल दिया.
Gonna be
निकाल दिया
walking
Ivy.
this. He's been spotted.
Arey.
Shield now gone. Ivy's got the corner to play with and the time on his side. Jor does not care. Doesn't give a damn. But how costly
महंगा
was
bonus.
that?
महंगा
Trying
bonus.
to get a little antsy here. Trying to play super aggressive, not allowed
Good
to
bonus.
any
Manga
space
buy
to
round.
breathe. A crucial headshot found, but you're absolutely right. Costs them almost everything after Leaf finds 3. Great hold from him initially.
Leaf had some
Reading into
steals of
this.
balls, bro.
Bonus attempt
Yep.
very well.
Steals of balls.
Let's go!
See another judge out for Baby Bay.
Leaf निडर है.
Struggling as well.
I mean, Valent's barely off the starting block.
वो किसी से डरता नहीं.
Yeah, I mean,
They're all on
actually,
0-3.
Leaf does have the pit, so he can happily ride this out with a judge. Jorgamo, if he can right his
BLD भी हो गया,
springs,
उधर
that's
होएंगे.
noted on in terms of the ult usage, the ult
खाली
value.
कर
I
दिया
will
भाई.
say.
3 खा गए.
I like the way they're trying to play
Only
that
30
pit, but
calories,
they've
by
got
the
the
way.
pressure back
Only
towards
30
the aerial
calories.
Utility, so they've already adjusted players, kind of a 3-play position towards mid to an extent. Baby Bay is on more of an island, and he does only have that judge, no shield to complement it. So still a very fragmented purchase. And on the other side, Nongshim do have the advantage in the purchase here themselves, and they've already taken that kind of A main build-up space going towards the courtyard. So Joel playing backside here, going to be checked on and spotted first.
Francis on नहीं होना
teed
चाहिए.
up for success
ये
there.
on हो गया
Control by
game
Lynch,
है.
not
नहीं
expecting
मतलब
that
होना
position
चाहिए, होना
already
चाहिए.
being
Sorry.
controlled by Nongshim.
होना चाहिए,
Flash
होना
doesn't
चाहिए.
catch either, so Trent not necessarily reading that Francis is still this close, but opts not to proceed.
अकेला लीफ साइड पे वापस.
Pit's actually dropped now outside B.
इस बार लीफ एक भी नहीं मारेगा.
Window of opportunity
अबे
to
नहीं,
pressure
judge है
towards
उसके
Leaf.
पास. अरे
Well, this
रे.
judging will be identified very early on.
Yeah, but he's still Leaf. He's still standing. He does go down. I thought
2
he was on
HP
for
हुआ
the second.
X-Ross.
And I think X-Ross did take a good chunk of damage, but he does get to breathe and they get the site. The plant should be up next. I don't think there's much to deny that. And you look at what they're left with. A Stinger with Trent, Baby Bay,
Time
no
pass
shield
item.
and a judge. And RB should hear all of this, and he's got help here. He's got support on that CT crunch, that crossfire.
करेंगे,
on
clear
the contact. Should be in play. It's
Nice,
perfect.
nice,
Nongshim
दोस्तों.
in very much the
बहुत
driving seat here.
बढ़िया.
Baby Bay's opportunities are very slim.
इसको देखो.
X-Ross the only one who's
Lerok
potentially
cosplay.
able to be caught, and I think he knows it. This one's really not playable.
No. Maybe.
सच्ची
give it
intention
a chance to
सामने आ
find an
गए.
exit here, do some damage to the overall economy. Not going to have too much of an impact though. You know, ideally want to see RB and
लीफ
Francis
क्या है? निडर.
slip away. Not going to catch the last player.
डरपोक
Low
का
HP X-Ross. Only real feasible target that Baby Bay had with the judge
बढ़िया है बच्ची.
at that sort of range, so we'll give it
क्या
up.
होता है? अपोजिट को क्या बोलते हैं?
Didn't even catch
पर्याय
the
वाची
timing
तो
of it. There
synonym
was there
होता
some
है.
pressure towards Leaf potentially, or was it the pressure over on the other
Opposite
side?
क्या
Yeah, does he
होता है
rotate
यार?
out of the pit? Again, it
Francis
drops.
is near, right? Like
Yeah.
he's still kind of flashing and trying to keep some presence on it, but still, I'd hate to see it being just 2 one-sided maps. It just feels like we're not seeing this fight between the two of them. Right, I want to
Below.
see a bit more of a reaction from G2.
Below,
This
below.
kind of falls into the same category that we saw
हर्ष भाई,
from G2 earlier in the tournament.
डरपोक का विलोम शब्द बताओ.
Great for Nongshim, but we know
क्या,
that
क्या, क्या, क्या?
Dumby's good in this
डरपोक
role,
का
right? On that
विलोम
neon,
शब्द.
kind of playing that super high tempo, flashy
अनुलोम.
approach.
I mean, yeah, you could argue in terms of the
अनुलोम
reset between
बोलता है.
maps here. Yes, it's back on a comp. And in
Bro,
terms of
you
the
don't know
tempo,
Hindi?
It is ever so slightly different.
Opposite word you
See
meant?
with the
Yep.
neon, and it's certainly for them
डरपोक.
where how they want to play, right?
Yeah.
Instead of shoehorning something else
Neither.
in, but the Coinbase
Yes, sir.
position here for G2 in the timeout. Not
और
much to really
डरपोक
pin
का
hopes to,
पर्यायवाची
but
बताओ.
we'll try and muster together maybe a couple of purchases. Jorgamo is still
Baby.
sitting on the ultimate, but nothing else to really
क्या
invest
बात है.
here. Baby Bay yet to get on the board.
I mean, neither's Trent, neither's Valen. It's been
Baby.
really quiet.
India
for them.
हमारी
They feel like they're
राष्ट्रभाषा है,
constantly a little bit
भाषा.
behind
Yes,
the timeline when it
मातृभाषा.
comes down to approaching this. It is
मातृभाषा.
only round 5, so it's still
Hindi.
very early. So maybe just kind of, I think I'm a little bit soured from when we last saw G2 here, that I'm seeing what feels like a bit of a similar scene.
Bit of a weird buy, actually, though, because I didn't even spot that. I mean, I saw Baby Bay die, but he's obviously full invested back into this.
Hi, Raghu bhai.
Valen and Trent sitting on 2100 and 1600, so we'll throw the balance of the overall economy in a weird spot here for G2.
Yeah, it feels like they don't want to let go of just ecoing out around, but they are going a bit more aggressive down middle to try and take space, but Nongshim are direct in approach. Not really too fussed about feeling out the purchase when you got Dumby doing this.
Bro,
taking
he's
space,
on.
taking names, and looking to follow up is Trent on the other side. Yet to even really get the ball rolling. I wouldn't even be flashing through that. I don't
Trent ki
want
fielding
no one
set hai.
there.
I want nothing to do with that.
Screw it, and Leaf has just been warded off the side. He can't even really play on that B side. The Guardian, not enough to really seem that threatening. As now they try and build back up here. Nongshim already looking to react towards that CT side. Dumby again going to drop another body. Find another player to punish as Jorgamo, the one to try and save the day. Dumby doesn't give a damn. This guy is just roaming the side and just taking body after body left in his wake. And Trent's barely moved in this. He's done what he could, but Dumby is where the story ends. It's fall for him.
Retreated very early on in that exchange. Again, brought down to 0 credits now. Tasked with holding on to the rifle, but challenges in spawn. And RB will remove it.
Chinese plus Hindi chindi. अरे मैंने देखा था भाई किसी का reel. My chindi baby.
Looking to stretch their legs a little bit now. With Dambi.
Chindian, sorry.
You were so excited to see Lauren. 4 kills for him there.
And look at it, you can see why, right? So much confidence. Something that, again, whether we agree or not, Baby was lacking in map 1.
अबे Baby
this
भी
time,
नहीं
igniting a bit of that reality that he
Baby
can make
तो
look
खेल
like
रहा है
any
most of
other
the
player
time.
here. G2 just
अच्छा मच्छर था
still
मैं डर गया भाई
in a bit of a
मेरे को
purchase.
कॉकरोच चढ़ गया मेरे हाथ पे भाई ये कॉकरोच वगैरह जो चढ़ जाते हैं ना ऐसा लगता है फिर मैं अनहाइजीनिक हो गया हूँ मेरे ऊपर जर्म्स और बैक्टीरिया आ गए हैं
Get a connection on the other side. It's right now got to be so careful.
क्या बात है क्या बात है
Kind of caught up there, stunned up, not in.
Bro कैसे जिंदा है इतने टाइम तक
Still, Joy, you got to lock in on this one, man. Even Mimi saying it on the desk there, it wasn't a purchase like before, but he's done well to make it out of that, and he will be unscathed on the return.
वापस निकाल सकते ही को Baby Bay.
He's looking that way the whole time.
Okay, down to just 2
2v3 2v3 still गन नहीं है Valen के पास भी गन नहीं है
poison here. They know that Baby Bay's only on that
Extras पे
shell.
ult है
Maybe considering trying to police the weaponry just for a moment or two. Let it settle as Xros is still trying to cautiously work out a B main. They know that also Jaw is around this area.
You eating साबुदाने वाले नहीं वो rice cracker था
Can't
actually
really overextend.
Yeah, probably happy to concede the plant because he's conscious.
Oh shit.
All the way through top mid here.
Oh shit.
Isolated. The paranoia building.
दोनों के पास गन नहीं है
Ultimately his demise.
Baby को मिलेगी
Any weapons from this? I don't think from this
Baby
approach
को मिलेगी,
Valen
Baby
will.
को
There's
मिलेगी
the upgrade for Baby Bay. No shield to play with though. He's going to have to wait a little bit of a second for Valen to get around into a position they can
भाई
work
good
from.
ult भाई साहब
Investment.
That's a really good piece of timing on it too. It keeps them able to focus a little bit towards mid. Eye up CT side. They know there's another player trying to work off this. They've got the drop on Baby Bay here. Francis on a bit of a deeper corner, but it's ready. Oh! That is magic! Absolute magic!
Pasha, bro, is
I'll
on!
take a bit of that.
Beautiful stuff. And again, this is almost a bigger win for Nongshim considering G2's purchase doesn't necessarily stabilize out of this.
Last map क्या हफ्ता 7-5
Up to really convert
G2
this
7
round.
Nongshim 5
Crispy one tap there from Francis. We're seeing hints of him being a little more present here.
दो ही राउंड निकाली थी Nongshim के बाद ये same last map
All
का
things considered, I mean, they come out of that
copy
exchange
paste.
of rounds with the finances in a
G2 के
better
लिए
spot than I would have anticipated.
मतलब G2 हार
The
गई
loss bonus taken effect.
Yeah, and Leaf.
अरे रे 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 और चलाओ Odin
The real deal here, Dumby.
ये देख लो अरे रे 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 अरे रे 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 रे
Didn't move so far.
Bro, he's so annoying.
It's on Valen and Baby Bay. Francis has this corner. And it just feels like this map is Nongshim's from start to end here.
खत्म ये मैप ही खत्म
G2
surrender
showing
go next
shades of what we didn't like in the past.
वो पाशा चालू हो गया है एस सर्च भाई एस देखो
Walking into what feels like, well, it could have been their death,
Oh, yeah.
but a
Felt
new
like an
lease of
inevitability.
life here. A little bit of time to play with, but not a great deal. And Francis on the case. That was what was missing from that map one. We didn't see him be that like next layer. This Baby Bay just trying to make his way out of a smoke ain't gonna even matter. This is Nongshim all day long. And Mike, I think we're gonna be seeing just 2 one-sided maps.
Absolute stranglehold here from Nongshim. In more ways than one.
Yes,
again, they've got them just on the back foot permanently. Leaf here, postured up again. You're expecting maybe a judge and an opportunity to capitalize on a little bit of range with the Odin, but it's so far forward. The great flash over the top actually from Francis to set that in motion. And even so, with Francis not putting up numbers in the first, he's still now as that supportive tool for Dambi. It's another tick in the box.
And for me, the fact that they are doing
NRG
this
paper
against
X
Leaf
की
so
close
far, they've
होगा.
been one of the only players to really kind of.
I mean, he's got 7 kills.
भाई आज भाई NRG paper X तीसरी बार हो रहा है या दूसरी बार?
Do what he can, and he's been generally quite a big stopping factor. But here, Nongshim don't care. They'll go through whoever's in their way. They're not even just trying to eye up that like
opening match or second match.
एक तो मैंने देखा है मुझे इतना याद है बस.
G2 previous. This is just we go where we want. We don't really care who's standing.
वो slide करके Odin मार रहा है.
Coming out of this for G2 for me is around the finances. Again, I would have almost liked to have this discussion 2 rounds ago.
G2 paper X हुआ है.
Now at a 6-1 scoreline, they are trailing.
चलो map 3.
Certainly done the hard work here in the opening rounds of
Losers
this
out
first
है, नहीं
half.
upper bracket चल रहा है.
Baby Bait and Valen on ultimates, but it's now a bit of a Shiko. Come into round 8.
की वजह से माडा ने 2 ace मारा है. Back to back.
For the back end of this first half, but not necessarily any tools to offset this purchase. And
Let's go G2 eco round में. Okay.
Lucky and Stinger in the mix here. And a switch up for Nongshim. G2 about to feel the pinch.
On eco round is crazy, honestly. Let's go G2 on eco round.
It is a little bit more reinforced with that.
और वो लोग 3 mid खेल रहे हैं. Anyways.
And Dambi's fear. Just
yup, he's farming.
The guy is so
Bro
willing
is
to
on.
go forward. It just feels like it doesn't matter.
Look at the utility he's following as well.
It's beautiful. The layering, the scaling. God, if only we had this on Abyss. That's I get it. Why? Well, I don't.
बता रहा हूँ यार.
Put him on
This looks like
this guy is something else on it. If this is the
हाँ ना?
if this is how they want to play
क्या
around
time
it,
पे util आ रहा है
see
एकदम.
that across the board. This is a much stronger looking Nongshim. This is the team that caught our eye, that has been taking a lot of presence.
Hi Anup bhai.
The Leaf and Jorgamo. It is
AG
a
जीत गई. क्या
rough
thought
back
है
into
आज
this
पता
round.
चला. भाई एमिट खराब खेले. एमिट थ्रू करी अभी मैं क्या
A
बोलूं.
miracle if Leaf even gets a
वो लोग गंदा
chance.
खेले इतना तो.
Even at this point,
आप नहीं चला सकते.
really too much. Nongshim
पप्पा के सामने.
Everybody's sitting comfortably above about 3,500.
Shotgun का पप्पा.
Argue.
Fabric वाला ले लो. Branded कोई artisan ले लो ना. Artisan 5k के around आ जाता है.
The last few
Genesis
rounds.
PC पे.
It's pretty to watch. I just want to see more of it, right? It's like, if you've got this sort of ace up your sleeve, you've got this look that your team can run.
बात है.
Why are you stopping?
Again, with the same sort of proactivity we saw on Abyss, this is why I kind of put it down to some of these engagements. I mean, they were lacking the firepower. You look at the mini-map in some situations.
देखो अभी G2 को को रही है. बोला था ना मैंने.
Yeah.
Look at
मैंने
this
बोला
tempo.
chat. आज मैं predict किया 2-1 Nongshim.
But now let's see where the layers are. Anything else to help him out in this one? Baby Bay's going for it. Tries to go back in. Tries to offset it.
Game बजा दी Baby Bay की.
As a red flag to a ball, and he is still hunting them down. Just set to succeed. The only difference maker is Valen. It's Leaf. Finally coming
Wow, okay,
Finally
okay,
fighting
okay.
back.
मेरे को तो लगा ना ये डाम भी फिर रेस मार देगा.
मेरे को यही
G2 to
लगा
find a
भाई.
response.
कोई शॉट चला ट्रेंड पे.
Furious round here over towards A. I think Dambi's almost expecting an extra body behind.
सिर्फ डैम्बी ही खेला राउंड
I
में.
believe towards spawn, but Leaf and Valen
अच्छा ये लोग duels
able
हार
to
गए.
apply enough pressure here, and actually dodges the flash.
बाप
Great stuff
रे.
from Leaf again. Another 3K
Best
from
player
him.
कौन है आपके हिसाब से?
Up to double digits now, but G2, that's only their second.
Feels like just a breath of fresh air after what
पता नहीं
was a
भाई
very
डाम भी बहुत मारता
suffocating
है.
first half potentially.
Neon
Carry
पे
on.
danger
They
मारता
didn't
है
work.
बस.
Off to B we go. This one they have done well
I
at.
don't know bro.
Shaw is
Best
waiting towards
player.
that CT side, but they're still filtering out. This doesn't really deny the scale up that Nongshim like to do. And look at
Forsaken.
his position. To get checked on by Joy, it doesn't matter again. This
क्या
is great
control रख रही है
priority work
नॉन्गशिम
from
यार।
Nongshim, taking away that comfort on CT instantly, and they've got the pit to throw down if they want to towards the connector. This is looking wrapped up with a bow. Where is the reaction
No one is
from
as
G2?
consistent
Where
as
do you go
Forsaken.
now?
No one.
They have a little bit of time to still piece together something towards
अगर तुम लोग
elbow,
बोलोगे
but it's
आसपास,
Dambi on the other
not
side.
even him.
Judge in hand.
ये इंटरनेशनल में भी नहीं है वो।
Controlling this space. Goes
Oh!
forward. He's gonna get pulled.
Mercy! Mercy still standing! He got to go back for seconds! He doesn't know when he's dead!
Bro!
Alongside him this time. Francis ready to be that 1-2 punch. But this man is simply electric. At 17-7, he is a highlight player.
Clip
Baby
farming
Baby
चल
can't
रही
make
है।
it happen now. Nongshim are looking just different.
Yeah, just around
भाई
here
ये
to
बहुत
reset
free हो
the
जाता है
loss
वे।
bonus. But G2 applies further pressure to this purchase coming into round 11. I mean, he just... I take it all back. He looks good on the shotgun.
Hell yeah, he does.
Tense का
It's
मैं
gonna
real
feel so good
views
as a player to suddenly feel like you
70,
can
80%.
Bro is
I was
single-handedly
gonna say, I feel
gonna
awful
nerf Neon.
on the other side. It is the epitome of what we're seeing currently in
Yeah.
Valorant, and Dambi embracing it.
embodying it almost at this point, right? Try and stop me. There's the challenge. Are you up for the fight? Leaf is trying to be, right, slipping in towards this pit here. Waiting for a pick. So
अरे रे।
how do you win
Prodigy
that?
is so
Showing his
good.
POV of that.
Because you saw nothing. Jaw going to try and commit in the meantime. Baby going to try and take to the side. This time it's one out by Jaw.
Alright,
That's better.
Jaw अपने
But he's
duel
gonna
जीता।
put it back. 4v4. The purchase far from perfect either.
Issue being
हाँ?
the progress made elsewhere by Ivy.
भाई वैलेंट बाहर आया, उसने चेक किया, फिर भी बीबी यूटिल डाला।
Perfectly. Nobody onto site just yet, so Trent's going to be able to get an early confirmation, but he's only on a Sheriff. It's Jorgamo and Baby Bear on the rifles here.
And Baby Bay's far. Jaw's at least in towards that CT side, so he can be a bit closer, but it was a really shallow dog. So you're not going to get that full information of where they might be residing. And a refight towards Connector. Again, Nongshim always want to take space. They will fight one of the three areas. I love it. This paranoia could be nasty as well. It is Trent.
बेचारा
Can't
Trent।
do anything fully. Near sight.
क्या बात है, बोला ना फ्रांसिस चालू हो जाएगा तो खत्म है।
Under this new tempo.
बेबी बे आपको इको राउंड नहीं मिला क्या
He
कोई?
was on form in map 1, farming in
अरे
that Oh,
आपका
it's
तो
rough
game बच
days
गया।
ahead. Rough waters
17-7
at
by the way।
92. Nongshim, this is the team we wanted.
G2 just
Two-step
the
verification.
wind knocked out of them so early on in this half. What? What did he see there? What was that? It's just the very tip of his
कुछ
judge.
भी।
You see Leaf's face there, he's like, huh?
Yeah, literally.
So he's not even got the benefit of the near sight there. A crazy catch by Francis. Up to double digits now for him.
अचानक से
7-1
फ्रांसिस
and
और
C
डम्बी
come
भर
online.
दी है भाई।
He's absolutely shining alongside
One
Dambi now.
sided। अभी
who's
स्प्लिट
now
बेन का
on a
गेम
loading.
बजने वाला है मेरे को तो लग रहा है।
Oh, God. The combination just sounds atrocious, doesn't it? Valen checked on, dealt with, they feel it out,
भाई
they
वो
read the
वैलेंट वहाँ पे
game.
क्यों खेलने
They're
जाएगा
reading
बे?
everything G2 want
तो
to do.
ने हैवी इसमें वो भी स्टिंगर लेके।
checked on, teed up to be
Oh
absolutely
my
deleted.
god bro, look at him.
Doesn't matter the gun.
Look at him.
He
It
just
doesn't
moves
matter.
different, man.
ट्रोल कर रहा है।
It is something special to witness, but Baby Bay trying to put up a fight here. Dumby. Dumby. Oh! He doesn't stop. And Leaf's position starts to feel readable. And he is the hunter here. Doing it for share fun of the game.
Bro.
Dumby coming alive. 20 kills in one half fight.
Hello,
That is an
bro.
electric level of form he has upswing to. Abyss feels like a lifetime ago. This is a
पहली बार
different
ओडिन
team.
के साथ देख रहा हूँ नियॉन को।
अबे लास्ट गेम भी तो खेला ना।
है?
हाँ।
Oh my god.
भाई पर द थिंग इज वो लास्ट गेम ना ज्यादा मार नहीं रहा था, घुस रहा था पर मार नहीं रहा था। ये गेम मार रहा है भाई।
Red Bull gives you wings.
लास्ट गेम डम्बी ने अच्छे किल्स निकाले, अच्छे राउंड्स निकाले, बहुत अच्छी एंट्री थी, पर ये राउंड ये गेम मार रहा है वो भाई। अभी स्प्लिट दे दिया इन लोग को। देखते हैं G2 कितने पानी में है। ठीक है, देखते हैं G2 कितने पानी में है। अब जो इन लोग के सामने नियॉन के मैप पिक कर लिए ना, उधर ही गेम हार गए आप। आपको यही नहीं करना था बस। अबे वाह, आगे पीछे जाके वही किया मैंने। लेट्स सी। ये गेम तो खत्म है, डन है। ये गेम G2 घंटा कमबैक करेगी। न्यू cooked bro, they are cooked, so cooked। वापस न्यू आएगा इनके सामने।
David, cuando quieras।
NRG NS क्या लगता है? अच्छा, पेपर एक्स का मैच तो होने दे। NRG NS
Hey, ¿se sienten bien? ¿Se sienten bien?
हाँ?
David, cuando quieras।
क्या?
No escucho nada।
माउस पैड कैसे सिलेक्ट करूं बता दो। कोई भी कंट्रोल माउस पैड ले लो।
Son increíbles, ¿no? Son increíbles. ¿Qué tal una última? Pero reventemos, reventemos. David, cuando quieras.
Bit of energy. Spurring G2 on, obviously.
With 2 rounds.
लग अच्छा चल रहा है।
Okay.
कंट्रोल माउस पैड मतलब स्लो माउस पैड, सॉफ्ट,
Don't know how you control
जो ज्यादा सॉफ्ट होते
I
हैं।
really don't.
Wow.
I don't think
मतलब
G2 know either.
जिनको ऐसा
Probably the
प्रेस
bigger
करो
issue.
तो वो प्रेस होते हैं। मैं इतना बारीकी से
Across
कैसे
that
बताऊं?
opening half.
अभी तो ऐसा प्रेस हो
Like I
रहा
said,
है,
it's only
अभी
really
पूरा
Leaf that's able to put up any sort of resistance. Would have to get off to a flying start here on the attacking side. They have any hopes of getting back into this, but I don't expect
Artisan,
Nongshim to
baby.
let up at all. 4-player drift into mid very early on here in the pistol.
They want this one done, man. Oh my god, the timing on the drop. Hello
Arre,
and
re, re,
goodbye,
re.
G2.
Hello
You thought
and
maybe
goodbye.
you had a chance to play a normal round. You don't. Dumby wants to walk down middle, and he doesn't really want to stop. And Trent's kind of finally put him in his place, but I don't think that's going to stop him overall here, as they have the spike. And I don't think they're meant to. Francis. All right.
Big tag.
Yeah. Gotta keep doing that though, Trent. You gotta keep doing that. You got 3 more, 2 more. Make it real! You had me believing, Trent. You had me believing. But Nongshim up to 11, Mike. This is blinking you miss it stuff.
आ गया था भाई।
It really is. Expecting obviously some investment here with how we saw
ना
the
ये
first
क्या
half go,
duels
but
थे?
the drop of the wall
डैमी से
here.
चेक कौन है भाई सैंटियागो में?
Nongshim
अभी तक हमने पेपर एक्सपीरियंस इनका मैच देखा नहीं है।
in mid.
ओए हर्ष भाई,
What a weight
पेपर
off
एक्स
their
और
shoulders as
नोंगशिम
well.
अभी तक
Oh,
पैसिफिक
yeah,
में भी नहीं हुआ ना?
Totally different look.
To come back to the interview as well,
क्या
obviously
मालूम भाई?
ये साल
the discussion in between must have just been,
पता नहीं।
guys, like, we need further commitment to what we're doing. Like I said, it wasn't
अरे,
really for me about
नोंगशिम
respect.
कितने ही गेम के
He
लिए?
was
2?
still very proactive on
हाँ,
this.
2 या
He just
3 गेम में तो क्वालीफाई हो गई होगी।
fell
तीन।
short in other areas. So that is the general consensus.
वहाँ
Not
पता
positive
चलेगा
map two
कि
gonna
आप
be
कहाँ
going
हो।
into split in
Yes.
particular.
कुछ 1-2 गेम बता दो।
Certainly
लॉजिटेक
a wake-up call for
G640 ले
G2.
लो।
If they thought they were in
Razer
cruise
Gigantus
control,
V2,
they have
Steel
absolutely been
Series,
put on notice
QCK
now.
Plus,
As Baby
वो
Bay
भी
sent
अच्छा है।
forward, as RB sees all of it and doesn't get the shot he'd like.
अबे
but he's
खत्म
gonna
है
know the
गेम,
plan.
खत्म करो
Now
जल्दी
they're
जल्दी।
prepared. Dumby ready, going to be able to reposition a touch here. Doesn't really back down.
अरे
Could be
Great
forced
catch
to.
by Leaf.
That's
Leaf.
huge from Leaf.
उसको मिड
The
स्लाइड
upgrade here,
मारा।
Jordan right now got the Bulldog in hand. Plant will come through. 3 left standing for Nongshim. Oh no.
Beautiful,
Oh, shit.
beautiful control from Leaf. It's going to be found in the end, but again, he's given them great numbers to play with here, and Jorgamo can
क्या बात
hopefully
है,
backfill
निकाल
that
लिए
space he
भाई।
does. It's good work for G2. It is a very long road, though. Not going to lie to you about this one. It'll
लोग
take
का बाय राउंड
one
निकाल
mad
लिए।
round from Dumby. It's going to take one mad
G2
moment
इतना कैसे
from
पिट गए करोड़ पे?
Francis.
मैं तो बोला ही था।
This could be put to bed pretty quickly.
मैंने तो बोला ही
but
था।
G2 just to make
खत्म है ये
any
गेम
job
भाई।
possible.
Let's go
I'm all
split।
aboard.
वहाँ भी खत्म है गेम।
Big boom. Flipping the round 2 here now gives them a little bit of a buffer. Some upgrades found. Leaf. Pick up a scope here to potentially farm.
Just don't buy any shotguns anywhere. Just don't do it. Just in case.
Wow. Ooh. Is he cycling one across? Not sure if there's one on the floor for Danby, but
For G2's sake.
स्प्लिट पे डिफेंडिंग
As it
आई डोंट नो,
stands.
आई गेस नोंगशिम में डिफेंड कर रही है
Put
पहले।
himself down middle. Now, Looking at Trent's
अबे जो
position,
पहले
it feels
अटैक
like
करेगा
they're
वो
aware of
जीतेगा
that
स्पीड
chance,
पे
that they do
ज्यादा
like to
राउंड
get quite proactive on these
और
sort of
शूट
rounds.
करना चाहिए ये गेम कोई शूट नहीं कर रहा
The first and teed up. Lovely work between him and Jorgamo just to facilitate that
भाई
pick.
बच गया
Open up the
कि
A
वहाँ
side,
पे
so that
ये
should be
था
a very clean plant, and this should be so
बस
telling
क्लासिक था
that there is that mid pressure, or they've taken space,
तो
or
वन
gone
शॉट
for a
बेबी में
stack
भी
as
था
it's
फिर
completely clean sailing over towards A.
Really, France
and is winning the next game as well
here to maybe do some damage.
क्योंकि उसमें डाम्बिनियन खेलेगा
Not going to matter too much.
and
with
वापस
round
से
two
डबल डुएलिस्ट कॉम्बो
being turned around. I mean, if you catch maybe Leaf somewhere, but Baby Bay's the only other one that has a lesser weapon in that regard. Francis are going to go forwards. Jorgamo on the angle pretty early on. Headshot. Just Jorgamo to win out.
Nice.
ये तो ये लोग टाइम ले रहे हैं बस और कुछ नहीं
Great to keep 5 alive if they can. Now I don't know if they get that. Dumby is waiting. Could maybe catch one there. They are going CT side.
बस
Leaf, does he get any more? He's hunting him.
एक दो अरे रे ले डूबा सबको साथ में
Yeah, just the Bulldog.
अबे जीतेगी एनएस भाई नेक्स्ट गेम भी
Force a couple of purchases.
तुम पेपर एक्स को सपोर्ट मत करना प्लीज मैं तो पेपर एक्स को सपोर्ट करता हूं पर
Round 16.
नाइस इग्नोर क्या हो गया भाई
For Nongshim to maybe stabilize here.
No one likes Dampion.
In that regard, no real notable progress other than the Nightfall potentially.
कैसे भाई
Again, even if we get
वो
that
बहुत
far,
अनोइंग खेलता है यार
Nongshim can
जैसा
find a
खेलता है
response
डाम्बी
now.
बंदा
Potentially
प्यारा
seal the
है
deal with
गेम प्ले से सामने वालों को
players
ये
who've
कर
been
देता
struggling
होगा
behind this for G2.
वहाँ अगर कोई खेले डाम्बी के अगेंस्ट तो उसको सही में हेड
Again,
भग जाएगी
yeah, focus towards
यार
mid
क्या
once
खेल
more.
रहा है ये
This
बस कूदे पड़ा है ओडिन
curiosity
लेके
inside of
इधर से
Francis
उधर
Dambi.
रुकता ही नहीं है रुकता ही नहीं है
Smoke though, they can work through that. They're already pretty close to it. Yeah, the dog should kind of clear house and allow that green light to go. RB going to shift back. Doesn't want to outstay as well.
G2 अगर ये कमबैक कर दी तो मैं चड्डी उतार दूंगा.
He can't go down too early and he doesn't. That's clean work.
Oh, the miss for Jorgamo.
Yeah, so that's a new lease of life for RB, who still has that paranoia to play in, and he's got the support system of Dambi now on the side of the
Mouse
map.
cult waste हो गया बेचारे का.
G2 now paws outside and going to allow Nongshim to get a little bit aggressive. The slide out from Dambi, fantastic. Jorgamo shut down.
And they're reading the elbows the next kind of priority focus. Dambi then sent in the
Gaya,
prowler. Not going to
nice
make it around the
stun,
corner,
bro.
but Francis certainly does.
Trent,
Big kill coming in for the Seekers. It's desperation.
Wow.
Ross going to deny any build back here.
Valorant कितना गंदा
Nongshim
pick किया.
making it up to 12. G2, this map, you might want to sooner forget it.
Be able to obviously get a couple of rifles back into this, but as I said, two players can be struggling financially. Again, the aggression on display once more from Nongshim. The coordination is just
भाई गोभी
beautiful.
तोड़ते तोड़ते मारा है बे.
The clearance outside and then
देख के समझा
again
लो.
just immediately clearing back into elbow.
Rent का flash.
It's a weird buy, but in their hands, I believe in it pretty firmly. Two judges coming through, Francis and Dambi both on towards it. On the other side, there will be issues. Two stingers in effect. So you're looking at Joy, you're looking at Trent, you're looking at Baby Bay.
खत्म कर दो भाई ये
Some
गेम
big damage
प्लीज.
here. Don't quite know about the setup on the B
भाई मैं तो ज़्यादा
main
एक्साइटेड
side.
पेपर एक्स एनआरजी के
Could
लिए
be.
हूँ पता है.
Well, it could
yeah,
prove
'cause
fatal.
France-
एमएडीजी में यही बोला था एमएड
And
जीतेगी.
they, I don't think the dog quite cleared that
No.
close
ब्रो
corner.
एक
So
चीज
Francis
बता
gets play
कोई
on
टीम
this.
अगर 8-4 से 8-13 होती है
Here with Trent too.
वो टीम खराब है ना भाई फिर वो लोग खराब है वो लोग गंदा खेलते हैं.
Actually takes a ton of damage, and that's going to bring G2 closer to the
इसमें मेरी
judge
क्या
of
गलती?
Francis.
This could
तूने
be
खर्च कर दिया.
catastrophic
मैं खेल रहा
He's
था.
got a GP out.
G2. Francis is committed on this one, and he is set up. He has massacred
खत्म
G2.
खत्म.
He takes down a third from 0 to hero in this map. As now you're left with what remains of G2, Leaf and Valin to try and put it together. And Leaf just wants to make it through middle. But Dumby nearby. And Valin does get a look in. Oh, and he gets more than a look in. He's got two himself. Valin making something out of nothing. As Dumby gets closer though, the final boss to try and get past. Leaf stand up, dead. Dumby, he can do it all himself right now.
निकाला डम्बी निकाला दोनों बराबर.
Numbers
अरे
hold
यार.
his own. Still keeping a life among the G2 side. Keeping Nongshim away from that 13th.
I mean, it just comes so close to going wrong here for G2. Francis does so well to get Trent as well. It takes 4
भाई हो
kills
गया
from
था.
Valin to keep them in this. Ults now started to come online for Nongshim though. G2 certainly can't let their foot off the gas.
No.
No margin for error.
Zero.
Pit and a divide available for them. So looking curious here with the Sheriff and
Ultra Dambi के पास.
Bucky in hand for Dambi.
ये round बड़ा हो सकता है.
Again, good info and just unwilling to relent the aggression. Gonna be met this time.
ये game भी 13-7 खत्म होगा मेरे को तो लगता
To
है.
handle it, to tame Nongshim just a touch. There's only 5 rounds, potentially now 6. Ivy the last one. Try and do anything about
ठप
it.
कर सकता था.
G2 would love to keep 4 up.
Yeah, huge round.
Hi Nirvi.
In terms of stabilizing the finances here.
Brilliant.
वैलेंट भाई जाग गए. लास्ट में जाग गए वैलेंट भाई. नेक्स्ट मैप में मारेंगे मतलब.
To now get a buy comfortably behind them, but look at what's being stacked on the other side
ये
of the board.
G2 कमबैक करेगी दोस्तों. तो आप लोग मुझे चड्डी में
as well.
देखोगे.
The only thing missing from having everything available here. Nongshim might just try and pull the trigger here in round 19.
नहीं wait.
Round by round affair now, isn't it? How
मैंने कुछ
long
और बोला था. Good morning,
G2 get to
Immortal.
live in this space? It would take 6 to bring it back all even. Nongshim, as you highlighted, those ults are looking terrifying to me.
Two obviously going to be extremely paranoid here towards this choke point on B. 3 players on the side of Nongshim, and technically 4. Dambi can be here in the blink of an eye. Just to retrieve
अबे यार. वही मेरे को लगा मेरा वाईफाई गया.
the orb initially. Prowler dealt with, so presence still shown by Baby Ray on the way out, but Nongshim immediately turned their heads.
भाई 4 अल्ट है.
Then they're going to start
ये
walking.
राउंड तो हार ही नहीं सकते. पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. यही राउंड खत्म
A
है.
little bit of the battle in middle. Dambi is here.
Flash,
Jormo
flash.
just completely out of sorts. Divide goes in, and it looks like G2's attention turns back towards B. There is still a player on the other side of the divide. Dambi
Leaf
doesn't
है.
Leaf. Gonna be let off the leash a little bit to maybe make a play up middle, be the dagger in the back, but they still need to plant. They still need to try and hold on to this side of the map. It's gonna be seen. Baby gets his ankles broken by Dambi. Leaf has to be the hero of the hour here, but still behind the divide. They're on the site. They've already tapped the spike. Leaf strikes, takes down one. Dambi gone. Paranoia comes in, flies through, is now pitched. Oh, he can't make it out. RB's caught him, and the 2v2 Valorant and Trent. Trent stands his ground. RB.
अचानक से 1v2 हो गया.
But a player to the left and a player to the right. Can you find?
अबे यार ये ट्रेंडर निकाल दिया.
Trent finding salvation for G2 and pushing up to 7.
G2 just clinging to life here.
अबे यार ये हाथ का राउंड कैसे थ्रू हो सकता है?
Investment coming through from Nongshim as well. They feel like they've got this in the bag.
Yep.
A late lurk from Leaf dismantles
हाँ
this.
bro, Trent
retake
मारा,
attempt,
Trent
and
मारा
just
भाई.
comes alive.
Trent बड़े
to
kills
find
मारा.
3. I'll be unfortunately caught off guard there with a drop off the wall and a chance to find that for free.
5 rounds now.
G2 का घी वापस आ गया. अभी
5 rounds,
देखो.
but the snowball round is gone.
किस्मत जैसी आपकी है, ये सब वादे मत किया करो.
1 round you get to sit back and wait for, regardless of the outcome. It's now off the table for Nongshim.
Cheddy gameplay.
You're looking at the buy they're going to be working with as
No,
well.
no
It's gonna
comeback,
share
no
its
comeback.
bits and
Trust me, no
pieces.
comeback.
You could imagine maybe 8 for G2.
हार गए.
And it starts to feel possible. I don't want to get ahead of myself because you can see how close these rounds
No,
are.
it already feels possible. I
You're
think,
in?
yeah.
You're in
ओए
on this?
कितने अल्ट
Not
लगाए
all
थे
in,
आज में
but
लास्ट राउंड?
it feels possible.
Okay.
G2 are on the brink of a very, very powerful ult cycle.
भाई आपके beard क्यों नहीं आता? आता है भाई.
The Seekers
रखता
to
नहीं.
really open something up, and
क्योंकि
Baby
कोई कई
just
जगह patchy
missing
है.
1. Chance here to find 8 for sure, but you look at how
अच्छी नहीं
far
दिखती वो.
away Nongshim are in terms of the lion's share of ultimates.
Clean रखने से ज़्यादा sharp look आता है, ज़्यादा अच्छा दिखता है.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dummy was on 21 kills in that first half. I think he's sat on 25 now.
कुछ बोले क्या क्लच भाई तुम?
हाँ कितने अल्ट यूज अच्छा 4 अबे सारे अल्ट यूज कर दिए.
I mean,
It takes one moment and it takes being in the right place.
These anti-ecos have to be absolutely clinical from
They
G2.
do.
पूरी
Because
chat
look
एकदम
what's
एनएस पे
happening
स्विच
here.
हो गई.
Does G2 read
अबे
this?
यार.
Are they prepared for this?
अबे दोस्तों खत्म कर दो प्लीज. Wow, let's go, let's go.
Dealt with, but they're still going to go, and Dumby is going to what's going to handle. It's Francis to get a kill back here. Jaw, there is an army against you, man.
क्या बात है? क्या बात है?
And it might be the death of G2. Trent,
Why are they contesting that, bro?
You're looking at Nongshim. You're looking at what they got left. Leaf can read this. He's seen the utility. He's ahead of it by just a touch here.
He's vulnerable.
He certainly is now. Decay's time to come into effect. He wants the
Yep.
and he won't get it.
What?
Desperation in the end.
और देखो कि चड्डी में.
क्यों यार क्लच भाई लोग के लिए ऐसा?
One
साला.
round to go wrong.
Let's go. राउंड निकाला है भाई मेरे से. 13-7 गोडी प्रेडिक्शन. क्या बोला था अर्श भाई? ये भी 13-7 खत्म होगा. मुझे प्रेडिक्शंस की आदत है ब्रो एक्चुअली. आई एम द रियल इमरान हाशमी. ऐसे इमरान हाशमी को आपने देखा नहीं होगा. नेक्स्ट गेम तो दोस्तों जैसा कि ये हुआ है, आपको पता नहीं है कि BBL NRG भी सेम था. पहला 13-6 हुआ था और अगला वापस से 13-6 हुआ था और थर्ड मैप ओवर टाइम गया था स्प्लिट में. हर्ष भाई मेरे पास एक डेंजर वो है, चुम्मी वाली चीज.
कौन सुनो इनकी, कौन सुनो.
अच्छा
Let's go Nongshim.
Let's go Nongshim.
Let's go Nongshim.
Let's go Nongshim.
G2 has to win for the meme now. अबे हो गया, अब क्या हो गया? अब क्या करेगी G2 जीत के? देख रहे हो?
हाँ अब बोलो क्या बोल रहे थे आप?
पाशा BBL वर्सेस NRG हुआ था पहला मैच उन लोग का. वो भी BBL हारी थी 6-13, सेकंड 13-6 और थर्ड मैप स्प्लिट था जो कि ओवर टाइम गया था. बैंगर पे बैंगर.
ब्रो आई डोंट रिमेम्बर शिट.
अरे यार BBL NRG कैसे नहीं ब्रो? आपको बादाम की जरूरत है, पता है? नो वे, मैंने जस्ट बादाम बोला और पढ़ा था ये.
अच्छा बादाम. हीरो.
यप कल वाला भी सेम हुआ.
पुडाटू भाई तुमने गाना बनाया? मेरी स्ट्रीम देखो, तुम्हारा गाना चल रहा है.
अबे यार मेरे को लगा किसी ने सही में बनाया होगा. स्ट्रीम पे स्ट्रीम का गाना चला दिया. ये मैच 30 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगा. स्ट्रॉन्ग मैप नोंगशिम का है तो इसलिए वो जीत जाएंगे. डबल डुएलिस्ट कॉम चल रहा है, डाम भी बहुत ज्यादा मारेगा.
सुने क्या पुडाटू भाई? ओए क्लच भाई सुनो ना.
क्या क्या चल रहा है?
पारा 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 पारा. ओए ये डेंजर होता है साउंड डिजाइन. ये देखो.
Kill banners.
You know how getting a kill in Valorant just feels so good and satisfying?
Yep. Wow.
Oh, that sound is beautiful.
A lot of that is due to the sound effect that plays at the same time. In Valorant, we call these sounds kill banners.
सुनो ना
Kill
ये.
banners are audio cues that play when a player gets a kill. These are 5 individual sounds that ascend through the E minor scale. The first 4 kills are a single note. That's an E, F sharp, G, and an A. But if you hit the ace, you get that, which is an E, E, and a G. The goal of these is to create a sense of increasing accomplishment throughout the round. This kill banner sequence is consistent across all of the skin lines. Each one is modified to work with the skin's theme, but the overall musical structure remains the same. We just have one exception to this, and that's Avori Dreamwings. Because the theme is so upbeat and magical, we wanted the kill banner to better match that vibe, and minor scales are kind of inherently dark.
So, while we kept the third kill banner the minor third G note, for the ace, we changed the G to a G sharp, which changes the scale from E minor to E major, giving a more upbeat vibe.
It's interesting how one tiny note can change the whole vibe.
क्या बात है.
मिस ब्लूम का तो फिर बहुत ज्यादा आवाज है।
सीख गया हर्ष भाई आपने फिर?
येप
चलो फिर।
क्या
Okay, this map chat.
All right, well, we've seen a bit from G2. We know that
I will gift 50 subs on this map specifically. Every time A, someone falls off the map, B, gets a knife kill, or C,
thank you, Mitch, and the
gets an
desk for
ace
leaving us
for
here.
this
And I
map.
think
मैंने
you're
सारे
right.
रूम की ऐसे
I'll
बालकनी
give-
खोली थी, जाली वाला लगाया था, बट खुली थी बेडरूम की थोड़ी सी, खिड़की खुली थी मतलब, ठीक है।
सुन लेते बात सुन लेते।
और मैं लकीली तब रूम में आई, मैंने देखा आदमी खड़ा है एक।
क्या?
हाँ, वो उसकी रस्सी है ना ग्राउंड फ्लोर तक पहुंची नहीं, वो ऊपर से पेंट करते करते आ रहा था, तो उसको मेरी बालकनी में खड़े रहना पड़ा।
Oh my
जो
god!
भाई
हाँ, वो सुबह के टाइम पे हुआ है, हाइड्रा था मतलब तब मेरे साथ। और मैं
चिल्लाई क्या
कभी
तुम?
ऐसे सुबह ना खिड़की नहीं खोलती हूँ मैं ऐसे कभी। पर मेरे को मेरी आंटी ने बोला कि ऐसे डस्ट एलर्जी होती है, खोल देने की थोड़ी। ओपन
भाई
मतलब फ्रेश एयर आने देने का ऐसा करके। तो
तो
मैंने
तुम
भाई
कुछ
आज
बोले?
हाँ, मैं बोली कि क्या हुआ करके। और तो भाई फट गई मेरी एकदम। भाई मैं ऐसे कभी स्टॉपर वाली खिड़की खोलती नहीं हूँ मेरी।
ब्रो
हाँ कसम। अबे तो
ब्रो
रात में क्यों आएगा भाई कोई?
अबे सुबह में
कितने बजे?
11-12 बजे दिन में।
ठीक है ना, पर्दे वर्दे लगा के रखो यार।
हाँ, पर थोड़ी सी तो फट गई थी।
Nah bro, don't think that much.
अभी तो सब
Do
लॉक
not
किया
buy
है।
Chambers Trip on round 1. Get this gun
scary,
instead.
bro.
The Demon 1 has a Ghost, half armor, 4 bullets, and no trip on pistol round? Envy are slamming A, but Cloud9 have 4 here. Both teams flash. Attackers wall up to isolate ramp, but that green giant isn't stopping Demon 1.
Here it is, Demon 1 up onto the line here with that headhunter. One shot to the chest, now he's going to be backing away here. A lot of damage done.
Demon 1 takes a shot, gets out, but his team swings and bags too. By swinging, Chamber dragged the attention onto himself and allowed his ramp players to go big. Kesnet tries to escape.
सही बात है, सही बात है। A win for gamers everywhere. यार what
For sure, I think that's the counter kind. I also need to pull out the judge to be able to stop him more. So I think next time if I'm gonna play against
घोस्ट का
Dambi,
क्या
I'm gonna
फायदा
be
हुआ?
very-
लेकिन गोली तो फिर रहेगी ना शूट करने के लिए। क्लासिक से शूट करोगे। घोस्ट के साथ हाफ शील्ड कैसे लिया? वो हाफ शील्ड वो क्योंकि उसको किसी और ने बाय करके दी थी घोस्ट।
Able to step up, and also it almost felt like he was spurred on by what we saw from Dambi in terms of his own aggression.
Absolutely. I think that it gives you a lot of confidence, right? And obviously the vibes have to be very, very different from map 1 onto map 2. This is, you know, probably in
All right, last map. They're gonna get cooked.
Now, I mean, we're looking ahead towards split here, of course. A chance for G2 to start to stabilize, but it is the same composition from Nongshim Red Force, typically, right? We expect to see that sort of same game style. G2 have said, we don't want to match this aggression. Minnie, earlier you mentioned you should just bring shotguns out and try, you know, fight fire with fire. G2, I feel like, aren't that kind of team that's going to want to go that direction.
I mean, they tried a little bit on the Corrode. I saw them playing 2 judges, also 2 Buckies, but it's still hard. Like, you just need to have the playstyle for it, you know, and Dambi is someone that mastered it, so it's harder to just say, like, play shotgun and you will kill him. I mean, Dambi just mastered the movement, mastered everything, and I'm excited to see it because I think the same thing is coming. I think Dambi just going to be running it down on split once again, and I'm excited to see what G2 is going to do against it.
Do you think that even though it's a different map and Split having the design that it has, we're going to get the same kind of performance from Dambi and he's going to have that freedom of movement?
I'm quite sure we're going to see the same Dambi now again, but I hope G2 will also step up and play some close game now, so yeah.
Yeah, look, I mean, split around a corner here, G2, look, it's the kind of map where we've seen him play a little bit already.
Yes.
PRX, they fell short, right? That was like a 9-13 result. They looked relatively competitive there. And then we got to see them go up against all gamers. So we have the data here from this G2 side. Seems like it's an acceptable map for them. They banned Breeze out instead in order to go here. So I feel like our expectations here should be similar. At least they know what style they're going up against, even if the setting is different.
At the end of the day, we set it up going into Corrode. Yes, G2 is playing a different composition. They promised us that some of the things were going to be different. To me, there were two, like, some mistakes that were a little bit unforgivable, but also understandable at the same time. Team flashes, a little bit of disjointation when we're going onto sites or when we're trying to cover out spaces and use the tools that the ISO give you. Pop flashes not going in. I think that we need some bounce back, especially from people like Trent and Jogemo.
Now, again, I like the Phoenix comp from you guys we saw on Corrode. Before we head into Split, I just want to touch on that quickly. Do you guys sort of feel like you'll be revising that, or do you feel like that comp has legs?
I mean, we will see what will happen. Now we have a lot of time to practice and see what's going to happen on Corrode. But I think the comp we tried, and Martin on Phoenix was something nice. He was playing only Euro before. It was his first different agent this
literally.
year. So we made him free, you know, to try also something else. And I think he could enjoy it more, but maybe next time it's going to be better.
Had to get that question in with you just beforehand because it was such a fun comp to watch, Mini. Here, though, is our agent select pretty much locked away. Jogemo's going to have an opportunity to try and match Dambi's impact here on the Neon. He's also the kind of player that loves to go aggressive, loves to take some of these risks and put his life on the line.
तो career change कर लिया. एक match क्या हारे?
Recklessness with a level of mechanical skill that really feels hard to match by anybody on the side of G2.
No, absolutely. I think that we saw a couple of clutches coming in from Valen and Trent at the end of that last map in Corrode. Probably that is something that they're going to need to do here as well on Split. With them starting on the attack, I need a little bit more confidence. We were starting to see that in Corrode, but I think it was a little bit too late. Choosing to start in Corrode on the defense was a mistake, maybe.
All right, well, that is our wrap-up for our Agent Select, heading into our third and final map of this series. It'll be Nongshim Red Force or G2 that emerge. As the dust settled, and of course, we're going to have Pansy and Hypoc take us in.
I guess my only real question is what version of these teams do we see? We have Dummy back on that Neon, right? That is the big red flag if you're G2.
It's such a difficult discussion because I think Nongshim are the team to really warrant the discussion around what do we do compositionally. If we can't fight fire with fire, what are the other viable options here? And obviously it's such a short turnaround for G2. I'm happy to not see an adjustment.
Yep.
But also, what can you do in terms of the macro, the micro to really clean up some of these? Because you can't let this pass you by now.
No.
We always talk about map 2 being a dominant response from a team to come into the decider and it being such a huge positive now with Nongshim in control of the tempo. You already see the intention very early on here. 4 players walking mid.
Yeah, they are making no mistakes about this. They want to carry on as they established in that map 2. And I'm sure the coaching staff and the players
भाई लीफ के ऊपर फिर से 4 लोग आने वाले हैं.
Second map.
अरे रे.
Found, I'd imagine. Oh my God, he still gets 1. The value of that alone is.
Oh hell, bro! Jogemo lost the round.
It's huge that Ivy gets that kill as well.
इतना दूर city control लेने के लिए खेल रहे हैं.
Right, like this is where it gets sketchy. Baby Bay from up above, still gonna catch 1. Does he get to find Dummy? He doesn't need to bounce to the side. Now they can start building towards the back of sight. But again, this is so solid from G2. They've actually stabilized quite nicely there.
Absolutely. A ton of threat towards the back lines. And again, ticking the right box to go aggressive elsewhere. Ivy, kind of a crucial kill, but G2 able to weather the storm. The sort of player that in these situations will still get you 1.
Yeah.
Is so important in some of these rounds that are
what? You need some job.
So down to the wire, and he really shone in map 2.
Baby Bay इतना freely खड़ा था भाई वहाँ पे कोई check नहीं कर रहा.
Yeah, he was still putting up some numbers.
Really good on the throw the round. Yep,
consistent when it comes down to it, in my mind at least. Now, of course, the buy is going to be somewhat pressured here.
But then he's got a shorting.
Yeah, so I'm still.
Oh, he's heard though. Heard on the
luxury. If that is going to be the game here, the Leafs lurks are just going to catch him if he's on his own, if he's trying to make an individual play. But Baby Bay, speaking of individual,
पहले ये कर रही है, attack कर रही है ना, बहुत round निकाल सकती है बे.
Down. I don't mind him having that killer instinct, allowed to kind of do it, especially if Jaw is doing this. Now, this is what I wanted, right? That shotgun battle, Jaw, iconic with it. And obviously, Danby, yet to see it come into hand. So this is going to be one of those fun games, I feel.
Valin and Jorgamo looking to maybe push a little deeper in here. RB down to 30 HP. Sauce on 52. If they're even given a chance to remove a weapon here. Leaf on the hunt once more. Very healthy with the stinger. We'll find another one. Valin to clean up.
Lovely.
4 left standing here for G2. Again, indicative of them wanting to take more control earlier on. Again, the finances really their downfall in that first half of Corrode.
Ole, 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 ole. Ole,
To string a few together. Well invested bonus as well. Jorgamo happy to sit on the bucky here.
Yep.
देख रहे हो?
He picked up the
इनके
Spectre
पास
and
भी
he's
डाम्बा
filtered
है.
that out, gone back for this, so see what he does with it. You're kind of playing a dangerous game though. It feels like you're inspiring Dambi at this point.
डाम्बर नो टुकड़ो.
But let's
Bro,
continue.
don't normalize this, by the way.
Nongshim control G2 now. Who've
I can
already started
actually
well.
call you guys
I feel
out.
like, I don't say made up for map 2, that's not the case.
नंबर है कर दो.
Stop the
Then it's
ball
over for you
rolling.
guys. I'm serious.
Oh, now that would, yeah, you're right, Jaw. Just aggression, name of the game. This feels like vintage Jaw.
बाप रे,
If we
कहाँ
can
घुस रहा
continuing
है?
at this sort of tempo and pace.
लीव इस मैप पे चलता है मस्त. ब्रीच खेलता है तो बहुत डेंजर मारा था भाई.
Noted earlier towards ramp by Leaf, he was actually checkmated in that, but
नहीं पर वो इसमें वाइपर में भी मारता है.
take that mid space up in towards vents and then pause.
ओए जॉगम को देखो कहाँ घुस रहा है. अरे माँ
somewhere.
आराम से भाई, आराम से. ठंडा ले.
Reveal his position here. The bucky acting as a deterrent.
Francis दोनों है.
In Francis. No.
I mean, he got in
Gets the
there.
follow-up, yeah, onto Valin.
Yeah, this is great, actually. Nongshim not really biting on re-clearing that space that G2 had garnered. They were happy to be quite stoic in nature, stamp their authority and say, well, look, you're not going to get the spike down in middle, so we'll just hold those rotations, hold those pivot points. You can see now, yes, A is a bit more vulnerable, but G2 still eyeing up towards heaven, still trying to scale this way, and Leaf giving away forward. Francis. That was pretty nice. And there we go.
ने दो निकाल
Not
दिए
gonna let
इससे.
Ivy even get isolated.
मेरा first
in that.
PC specs ही मेरा
Really
first
nice
PC है.
crossfire kind of trade in. But again, that was the bonus.
मेरे लैपटॉप तो मेरे पास.
Carried across here, and I'm sure there'll probably be one cycled out for a judge, potentially. And really looking for this second wave where Nongshim are able to back up,
Shot ना.
create a bit of
Francis
distance
खेल
here and
गया उधर
mitigate
पाशा.
that risk as best they can. We'll see Jorgamo now pick up a rifle.
It feels like such a balancing act, though, isn't it? Because you always want to try and retake a bit of space there, control the information game. Let's see what the plan from the offset is from G2. Not particularly fast in tempo, nor direct, but you can see it as a 4-1 start. But on the other side, Nongshim are staking their claim towards B main.
Excuse me.
If he wants to go forward as well. He's got his TP all the way back behind A. Be able to get back across this side of the map very quickly if needed. Nongshim able to stop G2 at the front door. Have conceded ramp though, and Dambi none the wiser.
Yeah, this back and forth is not really opening up the site yet. Look at the amount of bodies
अरे
from
रे
Nongshim.
रे, ये गलत जगह swing कर लिया आपने.
Better from Trent.
हाँ.
And suddenly they have access. They can just bury that
आ
spike
गया G2
through.
के पास. तीसरा round.
Would need to go nuclear, but 10
10
HP is just not enough in my mind. You'd imagine they have the numbers
nice
to
try.
make sure there's safety. So G2 weathering the storm though.
Reality check here for Nongshim. Certainly going to require an early adjustment here. Exos and Francis have ultimates available. Again, a couple of weird challenges coming through, particularly from Francis, just out in no man's land on rafters. And like I said, none the wiser that there could be somebody as deep as they were on ramp. So not necessarily surprising to see this timeout called early. To maybe
next year
bring
तो
a couple
EME
of
जाएगी ना
players
यार.
back in line.
अबे नहीं पर वो लोग
expectations
अबे हाँ वो लोग EME से ही भरना
That's
पड़ेगा
exactly
उनको.
what it is. Maybe
G2
just
अमेरिका
trying to
नहीं आ
find
सकती
their
next year.
footing in
Next
this
year
game, 'cause it
G2
feels like for
EME
the
है.
first time,
पर
even
फिर ये वाले
with a
players जो है
missing
ना
line,
ये
maybe
लोग
to a
EME में
degree,
नहीं
the
खेलेंगे.
G2 are really kind of just
समझ रहे हो?
taking the tempo themselves, executing game plan.
ये
It looks
लोग
very
कोई
much on
अलग
the
और
same
में
page. They
खेलेंगे
haven't
फिर.
really been disrupted
ऐसा होगा
by
देखना.
Nongshim. I haven't seen that same level of aggression coming out from Dambi. I haven't seen that same synergy. Hard to make happen though, because again, look how deep G2 are starting in that round as well. They're
G2
waiting to
EME
see
की
if
और
there was
है ना
maybe an overextension.
And for me, the coin-based win condition certainly coming
America
out
की
this
थोड़ी और
timeout
है.
is around that
G2
defensive
की और है.
proactivity that we saw on map 1. Nongshim can
कौन
align
सी और
once
होगी
more.
क्या पता.
Really take the fight to G2.
क्या
We were
बता,
talking
ये
about it was
लोग-
the execution, really. A few weird engagements, lacking
ये
the
लोग
firepower in some of the
जा भी सकते हैं
situations
ये में
where
खेलने के लिए, पर मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ऐसा नहीं होगा बिकॉज सारे के सारे नहीं खेल सकते ना.
map too.
And it's gonna
सिर्फ दो import rule होता है.
I think to pin down G2.
तो फिर तो इनमें ये में के प्लेयर्स है ही नहीं.
The further they read
एक
into this
अमेरिकन,
game,
दो
we have some
अमेरिकन,
heavy
तीन,
hitters,
अबे
and it's not necessarily
पांच
the
हो तो
names you'd
अमेरिकन
imagine
है
at
भाई.
times. It's not just, you know, the Jorgamo show, it's not the Baby Bay time, but it is kind of Leaf and Valen, right?
Well,
Just
I
putting
mean,
in shift.
in this sort of approach, it's not even, you don't want to see numbers. Jorgamo's splitting sight
ये बड़ी अच्छी
lines,
बात कर
forcing
दी आपने.
readjustments early on from Nongshim towards sight.
इसी यार अमेरिकास क्यों? अबे क्योंकि ये जो है ना, ये लोग द गार्ड के प्लेयर्स हैं.
Speaking of, gonna have to
वैलेंट ट्रेंड,
tail it away. RB
ये लोग.
yeah, dealt with.
और जो ना पी भी
It's
था.
readable, right?
Yeah.
But I like that though from G2 that they are trying
ये
to
लोग
put
द
it together
गार्ड के
mentally of
प्लेयर्स
how they
हैं.
want to try and
तो द
navigate
गार्ड
this.
असेंशन से
Potential
क्वालिफाई
threats you see
करके
as
आगे
well like
आई
that, you're gonna have to start
और
clearing
द
it
गार्ड
with
डिसबैंड हो
utility,
गई.
put some
तो
intention
G2 को
behind it.
चांस मिल
But
गया.
again for Nongshim this is a lighter purchase. They have a
तो G2 ने इन लोग को बोला कि हम हमारी ऑर्ग में आ जाओ.
It's not without threat,
तो
but
ऑटोमेटिकली वो लोग अमेरिकास में क्वालिफाई हो गए.
They leaning in on this one.
इसीलिए अभी G2 अमेरिकास की है.
Waiting for the goer. Smoke's gone up. And they're going to start building out now. Dumby going to try and see if he can fly towards that pillar. Here we go.
Oh,
that's nice from Baby Bay.
Uncle.
That's going to be a feel good for him. Does fall, but the Eco Cobra striking once again. But for G2, a round's a round. And you take it when you get him, because look at the threat that can happen in a second.
Look at the Eco Cobra striking once again.
All good.
Kills coming
All
back
good.
and forth. G2 up to 4. Now looking for what was discussed within that timeout. For Nongshim, he said, still got the 2 ultimates to play
Wow.
with. The adjustment here.
कुछ भी.
यार क्लर्ज भाई.
हाँ.
तुमने गोवा में नोटिस किया मैं डाइट कोक भी नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर पे होने के बाद पी रहा था.
हाँ.
ब्रो मैं इतना ख्याल रखने के बावजूद मुझे इतनी क्रेजी खांसी और सर्दी हुई है.
What? अभी भी ठीक नहीं हुई?
नहीं अभी भी खांसी हो रही है.
Oh hell no, bro.
They're able to get themselves a
तो
plant
मतलब
here
समझ
towards
रहे
A.
हो तात्पर्य.
Yep.
जब जो होना है वो होना ही है.
Yep. कुछ भी कर लो. इसलिए ठंडी पी लो.
फिर चाय गर्म हो जाती है. फिर डाइट को गर्म हो जाती है.
Rotation either. Dumby a little bit closer towards ramp here.
They're going to be able to wait out this first TP timer.
Ole.
And there goes G2. Right timing. There is a... Oh, that's
Oh my
lovely.
baby bay.
Pumping
Bro,
from
that's
Baby
such
Bay.
a good slow.
Oh, just couldn't quite
Very
find
unlucky.
Exros in time. Actually,
Very
Exros
unlucky.
Dude, how did he get the second on Jaw? He's dealt with the front line completely. And now G2 having to really bank on the back line.
Shot, Francis.
Fighting back forward.
Shot.
Gets the
Oh,
second.
wait, what?
Allen fights to himself. It's a 1v2, but the spike's not quite to hand. Just a little bit further away.
Walin.
45 seconds to go. Tries to
Walin.
make something happen.
Walin. Bro, they're checking
trading
heaven.
places.
Yep, they
See
know.
the
They
awareness
know.
there from RB, and they've walked the smoke.
Valent's going back.
Yeah, reading this.
This could be miraculous. It's not to be for
निकाल
him.
दिए round
But
by
Exros
Exros.
finding that second on Jaw was heaven sent. The first on Baby Bay, fair enough. It was a drop into the smoke, even though I think he was hindered.
I was going to say, Baby Bay actually reading perfectly the situation here. Absolutely right. Saturate into the smoke, and it's only because he's saying he's playing so
Jorgamo कैसे
deep on
slide
this that
करते हुए
everyone's
Michael
expecting
Jackson.
him to retreat back towards elbow. Great stuff anchoring towards the A site here. Nongshim will find a response. Okay, might be a set piece here around Baby Bay. Towards mid, considered the early investment there, but maybe sit back and wait a
अबे
little
इको आ
bit.
गया. Oh hell
I
no,
like
bro.
this kind of gear change from G2. Seen it in a couple of rounds.
It's
Just a
about to
little
get
bit patient at the
crazy.
beginning. Don't want to allow.
Third round up for
anything to
Nongshim, I
happen.
guess.
Speaking of that set piece, here it
Such
is.
a
It's
good round.
set in motion. This play up towards heaven, up towards rafters. Get Jaw involved. Get him invested. Counter ult comes in though. And
Oh,
Dobby! Flying! 3 critical kills, and Nongshim are back in business.
The nightfall to set him up for success. Absolutely lapping up rounds like that. Beautiful stuff, and it is a joy to watch him play like this.
Good
Call
old
it cheese,
भाई.
call it what you like, but
Oh ho ho.
I mean, what do you
Jorgamo
do?
को delete.
Insane भाई.
भाई क्या उसने अल्ट के साथ क्या फॉलो अप किया बे?
A few of those rounds where the stars just align for Nongshim. Dambi's allowed to do things like that. It's very little you can really do.
Oh, look at them pulling rotations. An invested fake here with the Nightfall, with everything else, but I think
Arby's going to know, but yeah, very early on here. He's got his TP, and that's the catch here from Ivy. Crucial, Francis, to find the second as well. Dambi's already here with the ult.
They're here so quick. That Spike is trying to get out of
fourth
there.
up
Valorant
again.
wants none of it. The brick wall of Nongshim made it there in time. The fact they got back so fast. Marvelous.
हर्ष भाई ये ओटी वाला गेम लग रहा है मेरे
Has
को.
the benefit of the timing on the TP. They may be reading that.
ये ओटी वाला गेम है भाई.
So slightly, but great catch by Ivy.
या तो Nongshim ये one sided half ले जा ले तो गेम भी ले जा लेंगे वो लोग.
Still 3 left standing. Plenty of time left on the clock here for G2. They just shouldered that corner. Dambi might have the shock of his life.
Oh my god.
Okay.
साथ में swing मिलेगा क्या उसको?
Yeah, it is. And now here in Prowler, he has a look, but he's forced off the angle. But can they make it towards the site? Yes.
साथ में kill Francis पे ult
They
है.
can get a plan here. 3v4.
What?
Francis has ult. Nothing to bank on the other side. Trent trying to posture up. Look a little intimidating. But a shoulder check from Dambi, and here's the ult. Francis wants to get them back in here.
Dimensional drift going to open up.
Dambi the best new according to you, yeah.
Information game favouring Nongshim. Can he make a move off the backside of that?
He's committing. And that sets up Dambi. It's a perfect crunch.
Wow.
Nongshim had a plan in mind. Executing it to perfection.
Breaking the crosshair placement here, forcing G2 to react to a bold play from Francis. As if they're able to stabilize pretty quickly off of what felt like a one-sided affair for the opening 5 rounds at least. G2 up against it in terms of the finances once more. You see investment here probably to try and capitalize on the pit if they can get themselves into a post-plant situation. I got to say it again, Francis coming alive towards the back end of this series.
Yeah, big credit to him considering map 1 just felt like he wasn't able to get the ball rolling at all. Now a very direct approach. It's RB on the receiving end. Decides to get out of dodge, which, well, I say that. He's gone back in. He never really left. He's still here.
RB! The TP the second time. Just insane.
He faked me out.
I thought he'd gone back to default. What a play, man.
Watch this. They had no idea. Oh, it's marvelous from RB.
I don't know what's
Just
going
like
on.
that, they're 1 round to the good here. The first half
I don't know what's going on, chat.
Already noted, pit and divide here didn't even become a factor in the previous, so G2
ऐसी देखते हैं अंधेरे में. Kanzera off his scam.
Though on the operator now. Bit of a curveball in terms of the tempo here. Some of these early points of congestion. Look at Nongshim walking all the way in.
Prowler's gonna find it though.
Last round बहुत अच्छा खेलेगा.
No, G2 don't like that at all. Something doesn't feel right. They've got great progress towards middle. They don't need to bank on it, but it does make it feel one-dimensional. It doesn't make you feel safe in a post-plant, so their eyes turn towards the A site. You can already see Francis preparing himself. That operator is waiting.
And he's actually got the lighter side of the setup as well.
Ivy 3
in terms of this split.
Ooh, baby boy! Just falling like flies here. Ivy holding that push-up, reading the intention, and Francis gets out of dodge. How is he alive?
Shot.
You can't get away from him. Omnipresent in the round. Sure thought he got a new lease of life there. Certainly not the case, as now going to spot Valen out. Reading the trends not too far away either.
And 30 seconds left to work with here. Alan and Trent looking to get back into events.
अभी कैसे लाइट हो सकती है भाई? कुछ तो लफड़ा हुआ है भाई. मेरे को चेक करके आना चाहिए क्या?
Might be able to get a plant, but a 2v4.
Can you stabilize? Yeah, to really contest Nongshim.
They're
पता
close
नहीं
as
भाई
well.
मेरे
The
को बिल्डिंग
timing
के
on the
पीछे
plan
एक
is
जगह बहुत
awkward for
ब्राइट
G2.
लाइट दिख रही
Yeah,
है
they're close up towards Heaven. Trent's going to need a bailout. Big first pick, though. Paranoia, stunning. It's got both of them. G2 have to fall towards Pillar. Try and find a corner to play from, but RB is ready
nice
with
round,
Francis, who's had impact this round. You said it. We've seen it. Nongshim starting to find their form here in map 3.
हाँ हाँ भाई
लेकिन G2 ये राउंड हगा मेरे को ऐसा लगा ब्रो
The back end of this first half now.
सुनो सुनो मेरी बात
It's absolutely lost
Klurge
inside
क्या
that
बोला है
orb,
आप इस राउंड के बारे में
हेलो हेलो आवाज आ रही है मेरी
Francis. Yep. And the final two will force
Klurge
a timeout here from G2. So now 2 behind. Still sitting on some of these ultimates, but like I said, I haven't really come to a position where G2 comfortably, in terms of the initial plan, can get themselves onto site. So certainly for me, the coin-based win condition has to be around finding this investment and sticking the landing. Kind of getting lost a little bit in the early and mid-round in terms of
भाई मेरे को ना एक बहुत ब्राइट लाइट दिख रही है और लाइट बंद हो गई और नीचे कोई भी नहीं है
Yeah, it just feels like a death funnel
Absolutely.
every time.
मेरे को डर सा लग रहा है
those choke points.
हाँ
Those crossfires.
दूसरे वाले स्क्रीन पे तुम्हारे वाइट स्क्रीन चालू कर दो
अबे तो फिर जल्दी बंद हो जाएगा ना यूपीएस
It really, really is. And for G2, it's a
दूसरा
hard
screen ही बंद कर
conversation
दिया
to have because you don't have many rounds to play with now. You don't really have the buy behind it. You haven't had much time to, really, as you said, bring those ults in position.
देख के आना चाहिए क्या कुछ हुआ है क्या
Win conditions, passing them by, Michael.
खिड़की खोल के चिल्ला दो ना क्या हुआ कोई तो बोल ही
String of
देगा
rounds now. Nongshim to get up to 6.
someone behind you shut up
Definitely back in the driving seat. Almost a little reclined, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
ओए कुछ भी मत बोलो
Let's see what you got here. This is 5 rounds in succession
8-4 for
and
Nongshim.
it looked solid. Looks like they've got really that great
G2 ने
read on
start अच्छी
G2
करी
and
थी, फिर हगास
Francis'
मचा दी।
confidence just seems to get more and more happy to take a risk here. Has his way out and he finds the target. Baby Bay trying to back himself in the fight. But now they go to the strongest side of the map. There's 3 players here.
Being manipulated once more.
भाई डर लग रहा है मेरे को भाई
3 stingers
कुछ
and
तो
a
हुआ है
sheriff.
भाई
No chance to retrieve the weapon just yet. Actually, Danby already curious. You can see him shouldering here. Has a prowler.
अबे जब तक चलता है चलने दो
G2's whereabouts. Am I going to go up here? Maybe cause some issues, but the reveal's perfect from Xros.
Xros has been just such a little X factor to really finding value. Danby keeping him out, keeping him somewhat humbled, setting up Xros again.
Wow,
this guy's still
ये
firing.
एकदम बढ़िया लग रहा है
And just look at what he can do to them.
Shot,
They left
let's
in
go, man.
pieces. 4 players alive for
I told
Nongshim.
you.
They look unfazed by G2.
Round 12.
एडजस्ट फेस कैम अबे रुक जा भाई
Could be everything
लाइट
for
आ जाने दे फिर
Nongshim
कर लेंगे
in terms of securing such a comfortable advantage here. Francis, again, just on a solo endeavor as
लोधा
well.
में भी लाइट गई हाँ लोधा में भी लाइट चली गई
Talk about paying too much respect with a player slipping so deep
भाई
on
मेरे
mid,
को लगा कि इधर है
catching a
ओए
freebie
चैट
like
कुछ भी
that.
मत लिखो कुछ भी मत लिखो
And I'll let you have it. Corrode
done for
calling the
G2, I
Danby
told you.
show. This one, it's Francis. It's Xros. They are having their time in the sun. That could turn on the second half. But already, okay, I guess he wants the show to be back on. Danby finally dealt with by Leaf, but still there's problems in this. That Spike is trying to get away from that side of the map. Francis now played back in, gonna take his way out, expecting it to end on that B hit.
And TP back out here. Baby Ray looking to go a little deeper towards Vents here and does make it work with the judge.
4v3 7-5 हो सकता है possible
Ivy. But does G2 read that? Because looking where that spike's heading, it's slowly back towards B. Francis is still here. And look at his curiosity.
Francis
look at
going
his
forwards as
space.
well.
Yeah, which might be almost a misread for RB because they see no contact towards B main, but by this point, they've also not seen anything towards Heaven. It feels a bit bizarre. G2 pausing up towards Heaven.
भाई वो 3 आंखें किसकी है पीछे अबे तेरे चड्डी की है 3 आंखें
Let's cross back out of Vents. I mean, he's going to hear
Oh
this.
my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Francis.
Francis के
He
बड़ा
could be the
round
absolute end
है
of this.
bro
And he just needs to back away. He actually goes back for more. He didn't
We
even
do.
need to. He'd done enough to bring it to this 2v2. Ivy and RB now. bringing themselves back towards the B side. Baby Bay and Valen would love a plant here.
Still got Paranoia here, and Ivy actually going to catch Baby Bay. Spam not connecting for RB though.
Paranoia. Valen's going to get caught here. Can he be the one to give G2? Oh, just a dash of hope.
Brother!
Just brutal once more from
that was close.
Will secure
No,
8
that wasn't
on the
close.
half. G2 left
Ye kya
trailing,
read the horrendous?
scrambling for answers. In a lot of these rounds,
नहीं नॉन्गशिम हार सकती थी ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ.
Set up now for the second half. G2
निकाल दिया फ्रांसिस ने वहाँ
Bro, the mid-round call was diabolical.
वे हगरे जाके देख ले. पकड़ा गया G2 को सपोर्ट करते. Shut up. ये हर्षु, वो अब तो कुछ सही में कुछ चेक करके आना चाहिए भाई. चेक करके आना चाहिए वे सही में. चैट में 2 मिनट में चेक करके आया, मेरी फट रही है. To be honest, no light stream hits. Shut up.
8-4, Mike. Nongshim, you thought after map 1 this could have been a worry, right? You were thinking, oh, maybe it was a flash in the pan. They can't do it against the likes of G2. But then from map 2 to map 3, it's all starting to become a reality. As G2,
I don't know what is going on.
Look a little stressed in this one now.
Yeah, they do. You can see
No
it
light
on
better.
the faces of the
Alright,
players.
bro.
7 rounds here.
तो अब से मैं ऐसे ही करूँगा stream, ठीक है?
In succession.
केंजेरा जैसे नंगा होके.
Francis taking control alongside Xros
ओए
of
भाई
this
चैट
deciding map.
पूरे शहर में ही लाइट नहीं है, मेरे को ऊपर से सब दिख रहा है.
Oh yeah, I mean,
दूर दूर तक कोई भी बिल्डिंग में लाइट नहीं दिख रही. Flash on कर लो, अंधा नहीं होगा.
Again, you got to give credit in my mind to Xros, to the rest of the team who've been setting up.
I mean, even RB, like it's 5 kills, but his ability to anchor the B site was perfect. Time and time again, it's only really on the anti-eco shutdown, the smoke where he fell short, but absolutely did his job. IB catching crucial kills in terms of the other side of the map as well. Everything aligning here for Nongshim. An uphill battle for G2. Got to start with a pistol here. With a conversion string together again. Not had the benefit of the finances. So another scoreline deficit. Not boding well at all for them.
You can see how deep G2 are trying to hold this A site as well. Completely giving up heaven control. Baby Bay's eyes turn towards it. But it's a very passive hold, potentially expecting this explosive approach from Dambi.
Okay, it's a
right read. It's a really good call, but can he still handle it? Ivy,
shot, nice,
you
it's
may
done.
know what's coming. It doesn't
It's
mean
done,
you
bro.
can stop it.
I told you all, 2-1 Nongshim.
Just vicious in approach.
So Francis should catch. It's actually IB to clean up with a third. Last player, Jorgamo, to find to prevent a flawless, and he does. That's about it. Ivy